What's happening, people? Should be all good now. Just push my laptop a bit back. That little leg, what's that on my screen? What the hell that is? Okay. Good. Okay, I think we're all good. Let me just double check that we are live real quick. And we are live from what I can see. We're just doing the puzzle rush. I just started. Hey Blitzed, good to see you. Oh, you just reminded me that is this all linked up? But for sure, knight f2 is a classic smothered mate, and obviously if the rook takes, we can sack. We're starting on 30 or so because of we was just doing puzzle rush while I was eating our food earlier, and I wasn't even going to do one on stream, but I thought we might as well finish it off, considering that we are trying to improve. It's probably good that we are doing one, as Road to 2000 is proving to be difficult, as I knew it would be. Okay, so what's going on here? So checks, captures, threats. Does that check work? Here, there, here, and then win the queen. Oh, full board awareness. We're swinging, and we're swinging. Hey Kai, how are we doing? My chat isn't Queen Hedge Fire than me. One sec, guys. One sec. My YouTube wasn't linked. The chat wasn't linking up. Speak again, please, Chess. Could you say something? I don't know why it ain't coming up on my Twitch. How are you doing, Kai? I hope that you're well. Thanks for joining me on Twitch. Big up yourself. We've got a beautiful geometrical, is that a word? Geometrical, I think it is a word. Geometrical pattern. Hey, it's linked up now. Thanks for that, Blitzed. I hope you're doing well, my bro. How's your chess journey going on? I can't remember if you're the guy who's above 2000 or you're the one who's below 2000, but you're always like getting the puzzles right. I think you said that your elo is slightly lower than mine, if I was to guess. But I feel like your tactics are very good. Very, very strong for your level. Or you might be the guy who's actually higher. I'm not 100% sure. Kai, what's your elo, bro? Or have you ever played Puzzle Rush? Let me know. And let's get this one cracking. So checks, capture threats. So we could... No checks. Captures, we could take this rook. You would then take... We then slide up. Hitting that. We got no extra reinforcements. We could also take this. Either piece could take back. The knight is undefended. Always look at loose pieces. Always look at loose pieces. He then defends. And then hit him here. He can block. And if I take and then take. Sack there, don't work. Oh, we have got a full Karoo. So threats, so checks captures threats. I hadn't really calculated this threat. But this is just a full Karoo on G4. If we do a piece count, he's got 3 minors, 2 majors. We got 2 majors, 3 minors. So this is just completely winning. I'm doing great today, my friend. We're feeling good. We're just getting better and better. We're feeling stronger. We're getting it in, mate. We're getting it in. Spring is springing. Got a spring in my step. How are you doing? We also played a brilliant game earlier on chess. I can't believe it. What's your Elo fave biker? I played a game, guys, and got 3 brilliant moves. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording because I was playing on my phone. I was out, played a game of chess, absolutely smashed this guy with the Haxo Gambit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to review it and then put it as a long form video. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll also attach my Discord channel, which should be up by the time that video uploads. I know, my friends. This is why, as a content creator, you shouldn't play chess on your phone. But if I'm honest, I've been playing. I stopped playing chess on my phone I used to always play chess on my phone. Then I kind of stopped playing when I started streaming for like the first couple months. But this last month, I've been playing it again because of I watched someone. So he hits us with the counter. But can't we just take? We can just take, right? Oh no, wait. You can take here. But that's mate. Okay. Okay, awesome. Uh, I've lost my train of thought. But long story short, I got 3 brilliant moves, guys. That's all you need to know. I think I had it once before and I lost the game. If you can believe it or not, I fucking lost the game. That's the only other time. I've had 2 brilliant moves a few times, and obviously I've had one brilliant loads of times. But guys, I can't believe it. The last time, the only other time I've had 3 brilliants, I fucking lost the game. I was so raging with myself. I couldn't believe it. Like, how is that even possible to get 3 brilliants and lose the game? Um, okay. Uh, check. He takes. Ah, wait. This check. He then goes there. Oh, no, he can't go there. He has to take. And then we hit him with this check, winning the queen. And if he takes, we win. But wait, we give up a rook and a knight. And that should still be winning, right? It's a beautiful puzzle. We all with me? Have you watched Harry Potter? It's not random, by the way. I've got the chess set. Mate, I love Harry Potter. You know what I called her? Unfortunately, there isn't a bishop, so let's quickly do this puzzle. I think it's here, and then here, and we get the discovery on the queen. Awesome. No bishop again, but anyway, I'll call the bishop Harry because of Diagon Alley. Hey, it works on the Diagon Alley. Have I seen Harry Potter? My friend is probably one of my favorite books as well. The book's awesome. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, massive fans of them. Some people are waiting for a letter for the ministry. Others are waiting for an old man with fireworks. Either way, we love the stuff. Okay, so let's actually do some. Don't distract me with Harry Potter, alright? Because we'll just turn this into a Harry Potter stream. Okay, takes, hit him with a check, a roux. Come here. No, wait. Check a roux. Takes. Here. He just goes back. And that's a lost cause, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lost cause. No, wait. We go here. Threatening this. No. Maybe. Tanks. Yeah, wait, if I go here, he can't take, right? Because this is just completely winning. Like, he has to go up. If he comes down, that's mate. Oh, no, not mate, because of there. Oh, wait, what is this? Go here, he goes there. We take. We go here. He takes. And then we get them. I think it's here, but I just don't know 100%. How are we doing, Nicholas? Good to see you again. Thank you so much. What's up, Hamzul? What's my rating? I'm 1900, about 1900. 1960 peak on Rapid, 1700 plus peak on Blitz, and we're on the road to 2000. We will get into a game after this puzzle rush, and then I'm going to play some of my viewers, guys. So stick around. If you want to play me as a viewer, make sure you like the stream, smash that subscribe button or follow or wherever you're watching on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I appreciate your support, guys, and just bear with me while we try to figure out these puzzles. And of course, if you think that you know the answer, after I've kind of looked for a minute or two, I will check the chat, and you know, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're my lifeline. You're my phone a friend, and I appreciate any sort of support. You can't take your pawn because you take his knight. Yeah, exactly. So I go here, he takes the pawn, and I would win the knight. Well, not if he steps forward. Right, I don't win. I mean, oh yeah, I can. I'd win the knight if he steps forward, but he gives us check. If I take the knight, it might get a bit perilous. No, check. Step back. No, he's got no other check. It has to be here, right? And then, well, then let's say he just goes here and defends the pawn. So I go here. He can't take the pawn. Let's say he just goes here. What am I missing now? So I go there. He defends the pawn. We add another attacker, but he'll take with the knight. Yeah, I then play h5. He takes with the knight. Queen g8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Queen g8. I just don't want to. I mean, this is the only move that makes sense, right? Because it creates a threat. I'm just trying to work out the whole puzzle in my head before we kind of make the move. If it takes too long, I will make the move because I understand, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. But I am trying to improve my calculation skills and my awareness of the board. I visualize it. He goes, just please play it. Okay, well, let's play it. Okay, we take it. Okay, so he moves. Okay, so we obviously then take. Okay, easy. Someone's offering me for a challenge. Angie, I'll have to message him because he messaged me before. Um, just told him to not, because he just keeps requesting for a game, so just told him that, like, well, I'm trying to stream, so please don't do that. Okay, that was easy. That was nice and easy. Please play it. 99%. Well done, Blitz. If you play, okay, you guys are kind of just talking about elos and that. I think you're talking amongst yourself. So this is just a full Karoo, right? But we take first and then give the full Karoo. So that's pretty easy, right? 3 minor pieces, 3 minor pieces, 2 majors. Okay, GG's. We just take. Awesome. Okay, white to move. We can just go here, right? Let's just checkmate because the bishop's pinned. Nice and easy. Okay, black to move. We just hit him with the old smothered mate, is that right? Hit him with the smothered. Wait, what's going on there? We ain't getting checkmated or nothing, are we? So if I go here and he takes and then I take, isn't this a stalemate? Like you can force repetition though, right? You can force repetition. Yo, bro, just dropping by. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by, Induced. If you like what you see, give us a follow, bro. I don't know if you play chess or if you're a content creator, but I'm trying to grow my Twitch community. So if you are a content creator, give us a follow and I'll follow you back. And I need to remember to raid people, guys. If you are in my stream now and you're at the end as well, if I have any viewers on Twitch, let me know. Our main streaming platform is YouTube, guys. But if you are on YouTube and you want to watch horizontally, like on a TV or a pad or a laptop, head over to Twitch or Kick, as we are multi-streaming every platform except TikTok, because TikTok is no, we just haven't got the streamer key yet because of we have no friends, we have no followers. Is this a? Oh no, because I'll be able to drop back down. Oh no, wait, no, it's here, there, and kindly force a stalemate. What am I missing? Oh wait, I go here, he goes there. Oh no, I can't even go here. Oh yeah, I can sack, right? I go here, there, and then sack. Oh, it's genius. It's genius. We sacked Judith Polgar, and White don't know it yet, but their position is over. Let's go. That was a nice puzzle. I like that. I like that one. Um, Sometimes you get caught up in old ideas and patterns you're familiar with. Look at the board, assess what's in front of you. Stop playing with memory and patterns and stuff like that. You know, we're not super GMs. We need to improve our calculation. I'm talking to myself more than anyone. I have more subscribers than you, Tilo Talks. We all know it. Big up yourself, Nicholas. um, Nicholas, are you a content creator? I don't even know if you're a content creator, bro. We have to collab. Um, I'm not a content creator streamer. This is actually my first time opening Twitch in the last few months. I'm not sure when I'll open Twitch again, but I'll follow you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't feel obliged. No one feel obliged. Only if you wanted, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope everything's all right. I hadn't used Twitch in a while, but before I started streaming either. I know what it's like. Okay, so this is a double attack. So I'm just calculating that everything's good. This is a double attack. It's also a check. If he goes to somehow attack our rook, I don't think he can. I think B3 is just killing it. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Well, Nicholas, so you're a content creator. Is that right? You stream chess. You create chess? Is that what you're telling me? Where you from, my bro? Haven't I given you a game? Um, okay, let's just play B3. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah. Oh, wow. Here, there, there. If he takes with upper bishop. Okay. Okay, we take with the pawn. Okay, we're on the big 40. Why don't you take... Why would we... Why we don't take... Sorry guys, I'll go a bit slower if you need me to. Especially on these higher level ones. I know they're a bit complicated. Just let me know and I can do that for you. Okay, this just looks crushing, right? From face value, that isn't nothing to worry about. Wait. What if I sack? He goes here. I then play here. He then blocks. Then I give the check. He has to go back and then we take. Wow, it's a queen sack. What's good, Mushroom Man? Big up, Oris. You always come through. I appreciate the love. Always calculate a queen sack, guys. Beautiful tactic. And that's how we roll. I feel good today. I feel good. I ain't gonna lie, we done a beautiful game or race earlier. Unfortunately, I wasn't streaming. Played it on my phone, but I got 3 brilliant moves, which is the most amount of brilliant moves I've ever got. I think I had it one time before and I lost the game. So I wiped it from my memory. Completely ashamed, disgusted with myself. Do I hit him with this check first and win the full Karoo? Or, so we got 4 pieces. So I hit him with that. Let's say he steps up. I hit him with that. No, wait. If I go there and he steps up, maybe discovered attack looks super deadly as well. Pardon me. This is one of them ones where it's like, okay, so let's just say he goes here, so he's nice and safe. I think. Too much witty alien. Been watching too much witty alien. Knight d3, then take the ladder. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to just calculate now. But wait, I'm just trying to see where the bishop goes. So I go here, he goes there. I take, but he just slides over, right? And I guess you could argue I'm winning, right? His bishop's terrible compared to my knight on the outpost. Okay, well, it's obviously it's this verse, right? Obviously. Um, and then take the light square bishop. So then we're just completely crushing that. Take off the only bishop that can trade off our knight. Oh, right, and it come with that threat. That was what I didn't even really see. if I'm completely honest. That's why that was so crushing. And then obviously we just win the bishop. Okay, awesome. That was bad by me, really. That was my division, because that would have obviously make it better. I guess I kind of rationalized it in a different way. But if you would have saw that, you would have played it instantly. Just didn't look one move ahead. Full board awareness. Sometimes when stuff's going on full board. No, you was right. You was right. Yeah, always. I'm gonna make it a long form video. I'm just gonna review it. I'm just gonna go in and just explain my ideas, explain the stuff that my opponents missed. But it was cool. It's called the Haxo Gambit. The opening that I played, or the Hexo, or the Haxo. I just call it the Scotch Gambit. I mean, there's lots of different lines within the Scotch Gambit. The Haxo or Hexo, whatever it's called, is one of them. Guys, there's a opening called the Nescafe Frappe. Now, I'm not saying I'm a poet, and I'm not saying that I like to rhyme, but I think there's a new opening that we need to learn, because I only found out that this opening from Anna Kramlin made a video the other day, and then she was just like waffling and just mentioned the Nescafe Frappe, and I thought she was just joking, just like something that I would say, just like some random shitty rhyme. But no, she's obviously not as stupid as I am. She's actually talking legitimate chess, and it turns out it's a legit opening. And I was like, oh my god, I've got to learn the Nescafe Frappe. So this is just a full Karoo, Jimmy Magoo, Diddly Doo, and Jimmy Magoo and Diddly Doo is just a classic example of shit that I'm making up. But I'm just making sure there's no counterplay, because of my king looks absolutely perilous, right? If I take this, that is just nearly checkmate. I mean, he's going to win my knight. He could win my knight through full Karoos. So the more I'm looking here, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just this. Check. Then goes here. Then we take that with check. Okay, so let's say he goes there. Wait, what's the far back? What's the far back? So let's see. Here, there. Oh, wait, what am I going on about? I can just take straight away. I'm thinking I have to go there for him to go there. I'm so bad at this game. So bad. That then forces him there, right? And then that's just checkmate. Well, I did not see that. Okay, never mind. Just forget what you just witnessed in the last 30 seconds. All is gravy. Okay, check. He goes there. That's just easy, isn't it? Wait. Here, there. Check, there. Check. And that's mate, right? Yeah. Oh, whoa. That actually scared me. Why can't I go here? Oh my gosh, he can sneak out. So bad. So you have to come here to stop this escape square, which is obviously just genius. How didn't I see he can sneak out? Uh, Gotta try that in my next match. I haven't even not the Scotch Gambit, is it? Yeah, I mean, when you say the Gambit's easy to refute, I mean, it's it's easy to refute at the highest level, but at my level, like below, like when you go around in 2000s, it actually has quite a high success rate. And the thing is, when you say that it's easy to refute, even if they don't accept the Gambit, um, you end up even. It ends up very kind of like a drawish middle to end game. But again, like a lot of people, unless you're like a super GM, just like an end game with say like all your pawns and even positions and one or two minor pieces, although it is technically a very drawish position, people can't play end games perfectly. Like we're not engines, we're not title players. So even in end games, I know you're saying it isn't the most aggressive gambit in the grand scheme of things, but I kind of like it because even if you don't accept it or technically they refute it, you still end up in a completely even position. Like it's not like you've sacrificed a piece and you're doing the alien gambit and you're technically in a -3 position. If they don't accept the gambit, or if they try to quote unquote refute it, as long as you know the refutation, you're still in a 0-0 position. I think you're still +6 or like 0.6 or whatever as white. Although it is very, very drawish. But like I said, that's only if stuff's played perfectly. When pawns are still basically all on the second rank and you've got 1 or 2 minor pieces, you know, if people don't move their kings and stuff correctly, and that goes for myself. I've lost games in the end game and I've won games in the end game. And obviously, if they do accept the gambit, you end up completely even on material, but they generally lose their right to castle, and you end up positionally like +1 or 2 at the very least. Okay, so this is the current position. I just sucked. And for Horace, who's talking about the Cafe Frappe, I don't even know if it's an E4 opening. I don't even know if it's a D4 opening. I think Anna likes to play D4. I can't remember the position because she did actually have, she was playing on like a actual board. I can't really remember what the position was like. I'll just have to look into it. So I don't know what if it's a like what the position is in terms of how you develop, but it's something that I can look into for sure. Okay, we sack. Hit him with a check. He has to go here. You'd love to be able to push this, but we can't. Okay, so sack. He goes here. Check. But there is another line of the Scotch Gambit where you attack on the other side. You attack on this side of the board instead of coming with all your stuff here. Bro thinks he's a Karu, just take, drawing bear arrows. A lot of people play the other side of it. Like, it isn't even like Scotch Gambit. What's it? I guess it is a Scotch Gambit. I can't remember the name of the line. A lot of other people play that. Maybe that's what you're talking about, Chessblue. I know we all make mistakes, Blitz. Unfortunately, bro, we all make mistakes. Guys, chill, 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 chill. Um. How do we do this? Takes. Check. Here, there. No, but isn't this just crushing? No, because that's... I don't want to leave my back rank really, do I? Because of that. And then that is just killing. So how do we get this away? I don't understand this position. What about this sort of check here? Then blocks. It's also threatening to promote. So we have to do something super fulsome, which is making me think it's the sack, but I just can't see the follow-up for the life of me, guys. I go here, he goes there, and then what do we do? I go up, he goes check. Wherever I go, he hits us with that check. And that looks so perilous, plus he can swing his rook down. That is definitely mate, right? 100% it leads to mate if I was to play this, so that's off the cards. So I have to give a check. He goes there. What am I not seeing? So there's no stalemate trick in the position either, is there? No stalemate trick. Why isn't it let me, like, I don't have the option to move this pawn? I don't want to click it just in case the buttons are like, normally I can see. Oh my god, thank you so much, Chess. I was gonna say, like, why can't I move this forward? I was thinking, like, what's going on here? Like, I can't even. I think I might just end the stream there. I don't even know how to press the forward arrow. LOL. Okay, so now it is just sack, right? Because we can do this. That is just so funny. Okay, well. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just push, check. He has to take. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, we got it. Alright, nice, nice. Thanks for that chest splits. Do you press forward arrow to 100% opposite? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, mate. I think the chat's a bit delayed. Like, I only just see it. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know if the chat's a bit delayed or whatever because of I'm reading your thing, but it's almost like it's a bit behind. Or maybe you're watching from not live. I don't know if you're watching live because I'm sure I put the latency on low on my stream, so there shouldn't be like any stream delay, or if there is, it should be minimal. But not that I've done that right before this stream. I've done that on the settings, like when I started streaming. So maybe I need to check my settings again, if I'm completely honest. It's a black to move. I'm trying to checkmate my own king. Okay, the arrow is pushed forward. Okay, the arrow is pushed forward. That's good. Okay, this just looks completely winning, right? How does he stop this? Pardon me. I accidentally watched. Yeah, yeah. So that explains it. I was going to say because I see your message and you kept saying it for about a few minutes. Um, that's all good. It's all good. We all make mistakes, bro. We all do, mate. No one does more stupid stuff than I do. I'm just going to click here because, long story short, I want to actually get into some games. I don't know how that weren't winning. Maybe I needed to give the check first. Yeah. Okay. With when I went here, like, what's his refutation to that? I mean, it must have still been winning, right? No. I guess it just wasn't forced. It wasn't the best move in the position. How isn't that winning when I go there? I don't understand that. Let me go into the. Let me It's actually a draw now. How does he stop that? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. The bishop can just. I'm looking at the bishop on the outpost, thinking like, yeah, that white piece is good, and it's like, okay, no, he can actually, he can move the bishop. Backward bishop moves and backward knight moves notoriously. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting the arrow every time now, because that was embarrassing. Backwards bishop moves are actually difficult. Like I know the backwards knight move is notoriously difficult, but people don't underestimate that backwards bishop move, man. It's difficult to see. Okay, we sack. We have to play here, right? To stop any sort of mate. Oh no, wait, we can just take. Oh no, we can't even take. We have to go here. Right, so we have to play there, right? So there ain't even nothing to calculate. Wait, does that still don't stop it though, right? Takes, and it's still mate. Yo, what's going on there? What's going on here? Take his mate. I take his mate. I come up. He takes. Oh, and his mate. Oh, that's so genius. So if he goes here though. Wait, so I go here and he takes there. Go here, he takes with a knight. Then what do we do? Go here, he takes with a knight. Take the bishop. He then takes my rook. Queen d8. Yeah, but what if he takes with a knight? You mean queen d8 off the bat? Oh shit! Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Yeah. That is brilliant. And you win the queen. Oh, not yeah. You win the queen. Shit. That is savage. And he has to take. Alright. Big up yourself. That is a savage tactic. That is a savage puzzle. Let me take a photo of that actually. Let me take a photo of that. That's a very beautiful tactic. Very informative. Yeah, I'm gonna play people after my stream, guys. I'm literally gonna be. We're finishing this puzzle rush now. I ain't gonna spend too much long. We're on last life. We'll just quickly guess these last couple ones because I want to get into some games myself. And then I'm gonna play my viewers. I'm gonna play 2 games of rapid. I think we hit 1900 again earlier, so we're back into the 1900s, and then we are. Go here. Queen's in the trap, no? I think this here. I'm just gonna move. Okay, we go. What is this? I knew it was a night jump. I thought it was here first of all, hoping that the bishop would take. But then I thought we had this, but it just didn't work. What is the meaning of this? Like, why does he have to trade? Still can't see it. Still can't actually see like what's the big reason. Oh, don't even know. Let's go into analysis quick. Spam the brilliant emote, yeah. Mushrooms in the chat, bro. That's the new brilliant emote, guys. You should know. So why does he have to take? Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he does. So let's say that he just plays like here, attacking my queen. Obviously, I'll then take the bishop. So let's say that he goes here. Where do I go? Ah, here, setting up that. Okay, he goes here. Shit's just looking perilous for him, right? Okay, yeah, his position's completely cramped. He has to basically take that. Okay. Alright, let's get into some rapid games. Hopefully that's helped us. Oh, I need to sort out the screen, don't I? I need to sort out the screen. I need to remove all of this puzzle rush stuff off your screens. So bear with me, guys. I just need to do this for Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Could probably make this a bit bigger. You guys' screens now. No, not playing viewers yet, guys. Not playing Angie. Gonna play 2 rapid games, and then I'm in the game. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just gonna sip on this tea quick. Can we like the stream, please, people, and smash that subscribe or follow button if you can as well. I really appreciate it. Tap the screen, tap the mofo screen. Okay, I got a message from that guy again. And if you want to play me, I think Nicholas said he wants a game. Someone else is kind of wanting a game. Oh, okay, I'm not 1900. I lost some elo. Okay, we're getting the Scotch Gambit. We oblige, Willie entice. Let's go. Hopefully we can get 3 brilliant moves again. Okay, let's castle. Maybe he's going to try and defend the pawn. Let's offer up the pawn. Hit him with this. If he takes. Let's see if he doesn't take. We just take over the center. We get the big white center. The opposite of the BBC. Who likes the BBC anyway? That's what she said now. Claiming to be impartial. Well, everyone knows. So let's go here. If I go here, he's just gonna... Oh no, but that would be a Fulkaroo, wouldn't it? Okay. His bishop's got little squares, which is good. And like I said, guys, look, Scotch Gambit, I played it. He didn't get accepted. I've just won my pawn back. And takes. I think I can just instantly play this. And we're going to get the center open. Whenever your king's safe, you want to... obviously, he can't take. That'd be a huge blunder. I need to be careful of this, though. But we just want to open up files. You want to open up files in front of their king, especially if your king's safe. Their king's still in the center. All that good stuff. Need to obviously, I'm a bit... Oh, he's trying to trade. I could win a pawn here. Do I just win a pawn? And I have a pass pawn as well. Don't see why not. Let's go straight into the end game. He's a lower rated player than me as well. I'd like to think. Oh my gosh, he can defend the pawn. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, that was so bad, man. My position was so much better. Okay. Still argue my position so much better. If you look at my development, I'm castled. I've got 3 pieces developed. He has 1 piece developed. King still in the center. So, I mean, my position must be crushing, right? My position must be crushing. Takes. Help him develop. Close off the only open file. Maybe I'll just go here. No, because then you kick me away. Okay, let's just do it. Let's get the bishop off the board. My understanding is so bad. I need to not rush. We still got so much time. Let's try and develop. Made this so much harder than it needed to be. I should have just kept the queens on the board, man. Just go here. Slide my rook over. Shit's perilous. Knight takes. Yeah, I didn't see the knight take. Okay, we obviously double these pawns. And I'll go here, he just comes here, right? So maybe I'll play this first. Take over the file first. Take over the file first. Maybe he comes here. So I could go here. Why can I not see moves? Takes. Yeah, I don't want to give up my bishop. Well, I'm going to give him the file now. Maybe I just play this and then here. Let's go here. So when I go here, no trade allows him to infiltrate my 7th rank. I'm going to be staring at my own pawn, but I'm going to try and mobilize my king side to kick away his pieces, and then hopefully use this diagonal to help out on that fact. Oh, this is going to be a full Karoo, right? Damn. Maybe I'll go here then now. Okay, let's go this way. I wanted to play here, but he would have had this isolating my pawns, which wouldn't have been good. If he comes here, we just take. He still has it, but that doesn't really work, does it? I think he just has a fork the other way, and I can't defend it. Okay. Um, wow, he's outplaying me, man. Okay, I just need to play it, right? Let's go here. Guess he can just drop back, right? Guess he can just drop back. Yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Push in. Down a pawn, which could still potentially win this. I mean, we've got isolated pawn. He has got a double pawn. Okay, let's push up. Maybe I should have gone here, take over the open file. Yeah, should have definitely done that. Let's do that now. I've created some weaknesses in my team by pushing this. I'll come to think about it. Okay, let's play here. Okay, he gives up the pawn, which is good. If he comes here, we have to come back. Well, we don't have to. If he was to come up, we could win this pawn. Okay. Take over the open file or stay behind his pawn? Let's take over the open file. He can't come up because I'll take. But he has to push one of these. Let's step up. One more again, just to stop him actually accessing the file. Probably what I should have done originally. And I can kind of stay behind. Takes, we take. Again, we don't mind if he comes up. His king's kind of immobilized at the moment. Okay, is this trade not super good for us? I think it is. Yeah, I'm not even going to calculate that. Let's just play that. That just looks super good. Because if he moves away, we win a pawn. And we get a pass pawn if not. We can just use this as a distraction and we should be able to come. Okay, that was a good move by him. Push. He then steps there, right? So let's go here. Here. He then pushes. We can then come back, right? Take, and we enter the square. Maybe I've just lost this. Or maybe it's just a draw. I have to push on. I had to push then, didn't I? I had to go there then, and then come this way. And I've just lost it for Zugzwang. I just lost it. Okay, let's just keep trying. Had to push that check. Had to give this check. Into Mitso. We've actually lost it. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so depressing. That was at least a draw, right? Oh, I'm just completely winning. Just have to play that. Well, would we win this? Wow, you don't even just leave that. But you had to play this check. Completely winning, plus 30. GG's in the chat. I'm gonna come back up in the chat now. In this open, you have to play really aggressive and fast though. Night takes, but okay, I'm back. Said hi. Courtney takes how to play chess like a champ, like you. Said hi. Just do lots of puzzles, checks, capture threats. Stick to one opening. So one opening for white, one opening for black. Biker, and that should be good. I can't believe that. That's so depressing. I was a bit worried about my time, but really, I had a lot of time in the grand scheme of things. I knew this was good for me, right? And this is not anything good for me. The rook's completely losing. And he blunders by going back. So what did he need to do? Just play forward. And he's going to win. So that weren't even a good trade anyway. This is a complete blunder. Sorry, one more game, guys. One more game. Wow, we're losing on to Elo today. I thought we gained some back. Pierce or Caro? Pierce or Caro? Okay, we'll play Pierce just because it's generally a bit more exciting. For you guys, not for me. It's very stressful for me. I'm completely honest. If he's going to be aggressive, he's going to play here. Oh wow, he's playing this other kind of way of being aggressive. Okay. Let's get our bishop out. Got here. Here. Attacking this. See if he pushes, we're double attacking this. Goes here to defend, we take. This is what can happen sometimes. This is why the Pierce can be good and the King's Indian, because they generally get a so wait, I take. Wait, we just take, right? Hit him a check. Hit him a check, and I might even take this pawn. He wins this pawn, I attack the bishop, he goes back, and we win this. We just up a pawn. Or he could argue that I've got two isolated pawns. Okay. Could have also got off the dark square bishop. Maybe I should have been looking at these checks, playing so quickly. Need to just chill out. Just drink a bit of my tea. Oh, about to say, I could feel the tension in my shoulders, but that isn't even tension. That's just where I've been hiking and training and whatnot. Okay, so check. That don't look good. He resigned. Where did I miss it? Is he completely winning? I'm completely winning. Rook b2. b2. This looks good as well. Everything's winning. I'm +3. Like f5's good. Rook f to d8. Even just going here is good. I don't know why it's so winning though. Like I'm nearly +4. Hey. Hello, hey Chip Ross, hey Tiger Lucky, thanks for joining. How long I've been playing chess? I've known how to play chess since I was a little kid. Sorry guys, I was just locked in the game. But I've only really been playing chess consistently since a couple years ago. I'm from the 90s, so we used to play board games. We didn't have iPads and iPhones and whatnot. But I didn't know I didn't know chess captures threats. I've never been to a chess club, been to a chess coach, never played chess over the board, all these sorts of things. When I say I played chess as a kid, I mean just like me and my brother knew how to push pawns and essentially blunder our queens from one move threats. So yeah, so basically a couple of years of playing it consistently. Although around 2019, I did start doing puzzles every day. Not puzzles every day. I started to do puzzles. Maybe I'll do them every day for a week or so, and then not play it for 3 months, and then I'd maybe watch Hikaru and Magnus in the final of the Speed Chess Championship, and then I won't watch them again the following year. All these sorts of things. It was kind of really towards the end of COVID when I really kind of was like, well, it wasn't even just like a mental decision. I just started loving it so much. I started following people on my algorithm, and eventually you catch the bug to the point where you're like, wow, I've been playing this every day for 3 months, and yeah, unfortunately I got hit with the bug. Want to try and 1v1? Yeah, I'm playing my viewers now. To be fair, that game was so quick. I'm going to play one game and then I'm playing my viewers, guys. So we're going to spend the next last hour of my stream playing viewers. So stick around for this one game. I'd appreciate. We're getting a, what's this called? A Petrov, right? I hate this opening, but I just know that this is the best move, so I can't help but not take it. So really, I need to. And he's playing the Gambit way, which is even worse, right? Even worse for me. You take this, you go here. Everyone defends the pawn, but it's not the right thing to do, is it? I mean, it is, but this. Alright, guys, you're going to see me get smoked here. I'm going to play this for you, and then I need to review this because I haven't looked at this in ages. This line's really sharp. This line's really sharp. Um, Maybe I develop. Normally I just push here. Maybe I develop like this. Or I just go here, give back the pawn. Okay, let's develop. He goes here. Yeah, and then he comes here and they do some sort of mad shizer. Maybe I'll develop like that. Kind of want to play it active, considering I'm normally always playing it like this. Okay, I'll play it the normal way that I play it. Normally I play here though. let's try and get off this bishop, because this bishop's normally quite a problem. I never played this move. Let's sack this. Wow, so he's sacrificing. Wow, because he can come back with that. Wow, there's lots of tricks in this. What a move. Told you we're going to be getting smoked, guys. People who play this opening are so well prepared in it. Sort of like, and then you're just not, right? You're just evidently not. Okay, let's defend. Open up the file. Yeah, and it just gets perilous. Let's go here. Try to force the trade. Might even still come here. He could still gone there, right? I couldn't even take because my thing was hanging. Okay, let's pin the knight. I can't even block because he'll take like this. I know, I don't know I take. So I'm just gonna, he's just winning this pawn, right? Guess we might as well use this time to connect the rooks. Yeah. Thought he could sack again and then come here, but he can't because my bishop. At least if he takes this way, I can kind of get my pieces somewhat in again. Thing is, if I go here, he just slides over, right? And I can't even take. Let's go here. I'm down a pawn going into the endgame. But my king's so weak that I think it's probably a good trade. If he was to trade. And if he doesn't, I get a pawn back. That's my rationale behind it. I mean, activating my king this much could be a bit dangerous with so many pieces still on the board. But at least I'm threatening to take this now, right? Double his pawns. Just gotta be good. Let's go here. Let's go here. I know you can go here and attack this pawn, but I'm actually gonna come here to defend it. So I want a double stack on this, obviously. Just gonna have to tuck my king back away. Okay, so he's defending it like that. Okay, let's push this pawn. It's got a lot of time on me. I need to be kind of quick. Don't want to be left no time in the end game. Little to no time. Let's go here. My rook can always drop back if he attacks any of my pawns. Let's go here, he goes there, I go here. Is that overextending? Or does he just go there? Guess we got to try something, haven't we? Got to try and do something. Now, what do I want? Let's go here. Okay, getting somewhere, making some sort of progress. Let's go here, so if he pushes we can take. And my rooks defend each other. It's good because I wanted this because it stops his king from being able to mobilize. Okay, let's push this as well. Stop his rook progressing. Okay, we take. This is good for me, right? Let's go here, so it defends the pawn. How does he defend this? Don't think he can he? It's just give me the pawn back, which is good, and he's got two double pawns, so you could argue my pawn structure is better. He's got a bit of a lockdown on here, but can't remember what they call it. It's not lockdown, that's just what I call it. Can't think of the technical word, but you get what I'm saying. It's a clamp on the position. It's a clamp on the position. Do I take? Probably should take, right? Or do I just push on? Okay, let's take and be quick about this. Just push, nice and quick. At some point he's gonna. Let's go here, take the pawn. I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take with check. Which is good. So we went up a pull down. Is this a draw? Can't remember if this is a draw or not. Is this a drawn position? Theoretical draw, probably, right? Because it's a pawn on the side. It's a flank pawn. Oh wait, he's just letting me infiltrate. Yo. Okay, this has got to be good. I think he's just messed up. Big time. Just evade any check. Now I attack him. Has to go away. And we just win the pawn. Now this is completely winning. So now I'm only going to lose this on time if I lose, which could be done, obviously. Let's go here. Just block any checks. Okay, let's go. Hit him with that. Go here. Oh, I think he can take. Oh no, he can't. He can't. He can't take. Can't I just push this? Yeah, he can't ever take the pawn. He's just in Zugzwang. So I just push. Now he just gets pushed back. This is a known win. Could even just push. Don't matter if he takes that pawn. Don't want to obviously Zugzwang it. Not Zugzwang, stalemate. You get what I'm trying to say. Okay, we then sack the pawn. Come here. And bro is screwing because he was a pawn up and we out endgamed him. These are my favourite games to win. It's all good getting brilliant endgame, like brilliant moves and stuff like that. You win an endgame from a pawn down. Rastafari Selassie, most high. Flex your guns, guys. Mushrooms in the chat. GG's in the chat. Thank you for everyone who's here and anyone supporting. I am now playing my viewers. Andre Laus, who are you in the chat? Can you actually message me? Because you're obviously watching me. What's your name in the chat? Are you in the chat? Are you Nicholas? GG's Tiger Lucky. Thank you so much. Well played. Thank you so much, Tiger. Appreciate that. Nicholas, you're Andre, innit? Yeah. Okay. I'm playing Andre. Is it unrated, mate? Because I don't want to take your elo. Or you to take my elo. It's unrated? Tiger, I can play you after. If anyone wants to queue up the why is it not starting? It's like the time's not. How we going, Ken Patchy? Big up yourself. We just played a really great endgame. That was very instructional for anyone watching. Instructional for myself. I kind of like it when I realised that he blundered, like that king move when he attacked my rook. It's kind of funny how stuff. There's just little things like that. I wouldn't have known that even like 6 months ago. They're the little things where I'm just like, oh yeah, I know I'm improving. Okay, Tiger's next, guys. Tiger, you're the first guy. First time I've seen you in this stream. So I'm Tilo Talks on all socials, bro. So can you? Great videos, bro. You really good. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Much love, much love. You need to add me on chess.com, Tiger. So let me know if your name's Tiger Lucky on chess.com, or type your name into the chat and I'll add you. Or feel free to add me, Tilo Talks on all platforms and on chess.com. But just let me know when you add me if your name's different to Tiger, so I make sure that I'm playing the correct guy. I should have played something more dubious. I'm kind of autopiloting like one of my main lines here. I'll obviously play more dubious stuff. But yeah, one of the reasons why I do this is because of when I was younger, one of the things that made me fall in love with chess was getting shown a smothered mate. So for new people, but even experienced players, right? I'm an experienced person and I love watching you played this opening against me before. This is exactly what you played the other time. I traded and then I kind of trapped you somehow. But I'm not going to trade this time. Okay, awesome. So I'll add you after, or feel free to add me now because it'll probably be easier. That way I can just kind of, I don't have to type anything. If you want to add me during this game at some point, that'd be awesome. And I'm going to sip the rest of this tea. Even though my teas are always cold on here, guys. Herbal teas. I know drinking an actual like black tea is has been done before, but obviously that is jank. But I don't mind drinking like herbal teas, green teas. I don't even know what this is. I think this is a linden tea. Can't wait for Linden season. You get this stuff for free if anyone wants to know. Because Linden tea is expensive, right? But it is just leaves off the lime tree. So if you know how to identify a lime tree, you got free tea. And that's advice from T himself. I love a Linden, especially the fresh, like, um, when you forage them yourself. Everything's better when you forage it yourself, right? Mushrooms, everything. Uh, Gonna go. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Actually, maybe I'll go tomorrow. Hasn't really rained. When's the next? It hasn't really. It did hail a bit the other day when I was hiking on Sunday. I'm just thinking I need to go check my St. George's spots. I know where. What? It's mushrooms are so funny. St. George's mushrooms is a spring mushroom, guys. It's probably one of the best spring mushrooms, other than the morel. A lot more common from my understanding. Okay, let's stop the. Wow, he's playing quick. I'm taking advantage of this guy waffling, streaming. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't like my position somehow. Somehow I don't like my position. I think I need to play this. Let's play this. Then here. Yo, what's the far right? Why are you doing why are you doing this? I'm not even gonna take it just because of you. I don't know if that's some misclick or something. Alright, we trade. Oh, very interesting. Interesting. I can go here, right? I guess you can go back as well. I don't want to go back though. I want to attack. Okay, so let's go here. Why is this guy? Hey, Nicholas, stop doing that. It's actually cracking me up though. That is so jokes. Bro thinks he's a Karu. Okay, now I'm taking. Oh no, because now you'd win that. What is going on there? Takes. He then takes. No, we're going here. Bro, what is going on? Nicholas, are you trolling me and my stream? Oh Lord. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to take because it's not fair on everyone else about that. Actually, we won't. We're gonna take a pawn, and we're gonna take this. Okay, then we're gonna take this. Guess he could take that. What is? You've been messaging me all day to. Oh, that's Tiger. That he wants to be my friend. Awesome. Okay, I've got you added. You've been wanting to play. He's been wanting to play, and then he plays like this. I don't understand. Okay, let's go here. Just so I can set this up. I probably should have gone here. Oh, what the hell is going on? What's here? We hop in. Oh no, I have to go this way. Okay, let's open up this diagonal. We go here, it goes there, we got full crew. Oh, I've got a brilliant move here, right? I should have took. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so we fell for that. So Tiger's next. Is anyone else? Can you recommend how to improve from 1100 to any openings? I played the London with White. Everyone memes the London, and it wasn't like any reason why I chose it other than the fact that I'm from London. Again, I'm not a complicated guy, guys. I played the Scotch because I love Scotland. I'm from the UK. I love going to the mountains in Scotland. First long distance hike I done was in Scotland. So I'm a pretty simple guy. Isn't like okay, now I think I can, like, but what if it takes like this? Yeah, let's sack. Rubber Queen. And with black, if anyone ever plays d4, I'd recommend playing the King's Indian. So whenever they play white with d4, I'd play the King's Indian. just because it's a setup based system. You don't really need to learn much theory, right? And although you give white a massive space advantage, the main thing with the kings in it, oh, we got a beautiful move here, right? Take. We've even got this, like, but obviously this just leads to mate, I believe. Okay, let's just go here. We got this in there. Okay, let's just a fork. I couldn't bring my bishop there because the rook was covering it, so let me just give this fork first. Let's just go here. If he goes there, we got this. And this is GG's. Thank you for playing. Big up yourself and all of that. So would you say just studying these openings? No, you don't need to study openings. Below 1500, even. I like your mushrooms in the background. Thank you so much. I love mushrooms. Yeah. That's all I need to say about that. I love it. I'm sure you can tell. I'm just wearing one. You don't need to study. GG's. He goes, how? Right, I'm going to play Tiger. Tiger, we're going to play. I'm going to challenge you now. It's an unrated game. I'll play with black as well. I'm not sure what your opening is, what your elo is. But generally, people prefer playing with white. It's generally the easier thing to play with. So I'll play with black. And I'll play something somewhat dubious. Let's play. Okay, let's just play. I wasn't doing the moves. What would you say studying these openings? Sorry, yeah, coming back to helping this guy, talking about the studying these openings. All I would do in terms of like studying, if you want to call it studying, is that you watch Gotham Chess, like whenever you're on the toilet or whenever you go for a walk or whenever you want to go to bed and it's at night or whatever, yeah, watch the opening videos. But the main thing, what people don't realize when you're below 1500, even all the way up to Grandmaster level, right? Over like 85% of games are won through tactics. What is tactics? Tactics are essentially puzzles, right? It's understanding checks, captures, and threats. That is by far the biggest thing that is going to improve everyone below 2000. This is why I do Puzzle Rush all the time, because of you can come out of an opening as long as you're roughly okay, as long as you're not completely lost, roughly okay. Most things are going to be won by tactics, and then even then, as you saw in the previous game, right, the guy outplayed me. In my last game I just played, we went into the end game, I was a pawn down and he lost the game in the end game. I managed to not only get an extra pawn and then the other extra pawn and then even the flank, etc., because of end game technique. Is then like a lot of people, Dina, Magnus, all these people don't study openings, study the end game, because of a lot of people when they think of study openings, opening is just memorization. Once you get out of the opening, okay, you're equal. Your opponent knows the opening, you know the opening. Now you're in the middle game. All of that memorization, all of them hours and half hours and however long you got to play chess, you might not have a lot of time. Like me, you might have only just been dedicated 30 minutes a day, 40 minutes a day, an hour a day, right? Especially when I was at your level, when I just used to play like a few games a day. You don't want to be wasting it just memorizing moves. It's going to be far beneficial in the long term to actually improve your chess understanding. To do, and if anything, I'd recommend you doing endgame techniques. The way that you learn your opening is just by playing it. You just keep playing the opening, right? Okay, so he has got a little trick here. Okay, maybe I'll go here. That defends both. Oh no, queen can take. What the hell? So I go here, he goes there. Go here, he wins. Rook. Interesting. Okay, I guess I've got to play this then. The way that you learn your opening, brother. Good night, Nicholas. Thanks for giving me the game. Ken Patchy, if you're still here, on it back. But no, she's not breathing. My cat's. Okay, someone's cat. I love cats, by the way. Even when my cat farts on me, you just got to firm it. You just got to firm it. No, so the way that you learn your opening, bro, is one, just playing lots of games, and then just, and then two. So you watch Gotham Chess, you watch Chess with Akeem, you watch all of these people, right? I can't even take because of the pin. You watch Chess with Akeem. You watch whoever your favorite content creators is. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Yeah, whoever you want to watch. Generally, you take to the center, but I'm gonna keep that pawn just because I don't like. I guess I could step up, but what if he comes here and stops me stepping up? Okay, let's just take this way. You watch them, and the main thing isn't the memorization of the moves; it's the ideas, right? So one of the things that I learned from say like the King's Indian or the peers will always tell you that you need to have a pawn on e5 or on c5, depending on the way you play it. You build this bridge and then you come here. Like that idea, so then you know that you're not just going to do some random pawn move, right? If it tells you to, in the opening, if it tells you to develop your knight here instead of on c6, which is more traditional, then you do that, right? These are the sort of the ideas of the openings are way more important below 1500, especially, let alone below 2000. So just getting the principal ideas. If it tells you to bring your bishop out, you then don't need to learn 10 moves of theory. How you then learn is just by playing. And then someone's going to trap you after move 5 or 6. You then go into your review and you realize, oh, I should have played that move and not that move. And that's how you learn, right? And fair enough that just because you learned that once, you're going to get trapped again. But like, maybe after the 10th time that you get trapped over 100 games, then it will cement in your head. And you'll be like, wow, that's never going to happen again, right? And then maybe someone traps you on the 8th move or the 9th move. And you just go into your review and you're like, oh wow, and that's how you. So you've gone from 6 moves to 7, 8 move. Oh, you trapped me on 8 move. You learn that. Now you can go 9 moves without getting trapped, and you just learn. You just learn like that. That's personally how I learned. Again, I'm sure there's probably better ways. If you go to a chess club or chess coach, maybe they'll tell you to do 20 minutes of memorization, 10 minutes of theory and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm having to start learning a bit of opening theory and actually give it a bit of thought as I'm approaching 2000. But but even then, like people would say, it's a waste of time. I just know roughly. I don't memorize theory because once like you don't once you know how to play chess, once you realize that okay, you need to develop your pieces, connect your pieces, all these different things like that. Technically, you don't need to know any theory. Like you should be able to play the position on the board and play the best position on the board. You should be able to realize that oh, my piece is hanging. Oh, this is this. Oh, he's gonna trap me here. He's gonna attack this. He's gonna do this or whatever. Right. So like here, I know I need to go here because it's the only way of defending this pawn, or going here. Like whether I memorize that, I don't need to memorize that. I can just see that, right? So that's why improving your chess skills and chess understanding is far better. And the only way you're going to do that is by playing games, doing a shitload of puzzles, and every now and then, especially if you want to get to 1500, you need to start doing some endgame drills. Right, you need to learn what opposition is. You need to learn how to checkmate with just a rook. You need to learn how to use your 2 bishops and things like that, right? Actually doing endgame drills. You can do these on chess.com. If you go on to learn or train and you go on to click on classroom or endgame or practice, and they actually have drills, and it'll put you in an endgame scenario where you're winning and you're playing against Stockfish. So you're playing against a high level engine, but you'll be in a winning position. It'll give you an extra pawn, or it'll give you an opposition, a position where your king and pawn will be able to promote if you play it correctly. And that's them sort of drills like that. They're the things that you would do in chess club, or coaches would actually do. And especially if you're tilting, like if you find that you're tilting, but you want to play chess, but you just keep losing elo, that's the best time to start training and doing puzzles and things like that. Because sometimes you're just having a bad day, right? But you want to keep playing chess because you know it's going to improve you long run. Well, that's when you want to actually be doing these things. I don't like my position. My position's awful, man. My position is awful, yo. Okay, let's defend this pawn. Um, should just go here. I'm surprised he didn't go here. I could obviously go there. Let's go there now. This guy obviously isn't 200 elo. I mean, he played the most dubious, weirdest opening ever. King still in the center. Somehow it's actually working. Somehow I don't like my position. You should just go here, like get your pieces to outpost, like these sorts of things, right? Just knowing that you should get your piece to outpost. These sorts of things, like actually having chess understanding, I promise, is going to be the way more important. But puzzles, guys, puzzles. You should be doing a minimum of 5, 10 puzzles every single day. Okay, he just hung his bishop. So obviously he took the trade. We're gonna hit him with his check. Is that any good though? Okay, I'm gonna get my king to an outpost now, actually. Actually, I should just trade that. Just take the pawn. Pre-move. I hope that helped, Kenpachi. Thanks, bro. I think you summed that up well, thanks. Sorry, I know I'm trying to play, I'm trying to entertain, I was trying to think, and I don't know if that summed it up well or not. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I'll make an actual video. I'll start thinking about how to actually give tips on people who are new to chess. All the things that I learned. The other biggest thing that I've never heard. This is something that I've developed myself. And I don't know if they teach this in chess coach or whatever. I don't think they would. I think people who play over the board would naturally be a lot more patient because you play over the board, you're playing hour and a half, 2 hour games, things like that. Yeah, I'm borderline ADHD. I mean, I can focus if it's things that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Like you put me in a studio or your music or poetry, or you got me writing a story or comedy or something like that. I'll sit there all night for 8 hours and stare at a blank piece of paper or try and rephrase one word. But when it comes to things that I weren't interested in or I just don't have time for, I can really get distracted or a bit fidgety. So when I was first getting into chess, like you can check on my stats, I just used to play blitz loads, which obviously isn't the best way to improve. Another way to improve is at least play 10-minute games, play rapid games, right? Don't do what I did and play thousands and thousands of blitz games when you're below 1500, which is what I did, which was stupid. But at the end of the day, I was having fun. So the main thing is obviously play chess to have fun. If you don't want to learn opening, or you don't want to learn theory, or you don't want to do puzzles, or you don't want to do just playing chess is fun. Okay, whatever you do, make sure it's fun. If you want to play to improve, then obviously I'm talking to you. Another easy thing to do is follow content creators. So get it on your algorithm. I would go weeks and months sometimes without technically playing chess, like playing games of chess, but I would do the odd puzzle still. I'm watching Gotham Chess. I'm watching people like myself explain brilliant moves, explain things like that. Watching Hikaru. Oh my gosh, it's my move. I thought it was his move. Sorry, bro. He's probably thinking, what are you doing? Okay, let's defend. I genuinely thought it was his move. And then after that, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the one thing that I learned on myself is to do a physical cue or cue before you make a move, right? So blunder check, especially if you're below 1000 elo, but even below 1200 elo, essentially you'll get above 1000 elo. So say you're 800 or you're like this guy who's 200 elo, even though I don't think he is 200 elo. Okay, I could step up and defend this pawn, but I think I just want to go for checkmate. This is still checkmate, which is quite funny. GG's, does anyone else want a game? Find yourself one in a long time and 10 minutes time, babe. Okay, the best thing to get yourself blitz is the best thing. You shouldn't play blitz, but the only thing that's good from blitz from benefits. So one sec, let me just explain my thing. So the first thing is a physical cue. I used to do this all the time. As soon as someone makes a move, you instantly make a move. It's like say he took this, like in this position. Let's say he took here, you might instantly just kind of take back, almost like a natural thing. But you may have checkmate on the board, right? And the way that I used to stop that, especially if you're playing on your phone, you're hovering over it. It's almost like a knee jerk reaction, like when someone hits your you know what I'm trying to say, like a knee jerk reaction, right? Breathe. Now I take deep breaths, but when I was your guys' level, I literally used to take my hand off the mouse. I'd put my phone down. Like, especially if it's in a critical moment. This is why you should do lots of puzzles, right? Because puzzles put you in critical moments, i.e., there's a tactic there. Tactics generally happen when pieces are looking at each other, right? When you can realize, oh, there's trades here. I can take, there's things like that, blah, blah. There may not be a tactic on the board, but these are technically critical moments, i.e. you should consider, oh, should I take this piece? Should I not? What happens if I do? What happens if I take and then go there and start visualizing? Actually calculate, right? Don't just think, oh, one move ahead. Actually start calculating. Even if you lose on time, guys, I promise you, because in the long run, I used to lose on time loads. Does anyone else want a game? Send you a friend request to play, bro. Okay, yeah, big up yourself. Let's get into another game. I'm assuming your hat take. Guys, like the stream, give us a follow. I'd really appreciate that. Normally I would check, but I'm just assuming you guys are showing me love because I'm giving you love. I'm assuming you've liked and followed, and we're gonna play games. But normally, obviously, I play my followers and prioritize these guys first. And let's just quickly get into this game, and I can carry on giving you guys tips. Okay, I'm sending you a challenge as black. I'm gonna play black every game. Someone just sent me called Dr. Evil. Give me a friend request. Okay, I have got you as a friend request. Are you Dr. Evil? Or who's that? I might be playing the wrong person. Sorry if I have played the wrong person. I'll just play you after. Dr. Evil. Oh, your her take. Okay, your her take. You was just asking for a game, right? Yeah. I don't know who Dr. Evil is. I've got him as a friend. I'm assuming he's been in the stream before. Okay, what was I just saying? What did I go? Yeah, so take your hands away. Any tips to find yourself? Okay, now I'm going to give you tips on low time frame, which is blitz. Blitz is good for opening theory. The person who I was talking to about opening, if you want to learn the opening, right? If you're just playing one rapid game, which is 20 minutes long, so that's 3 games an hour. Well, you could probably play about 20, 30 games of blitz in that hour. So that means you'll get 20, 30 openings, right? Compared to three. So technically, blitz can be an underrated skill a game to, even if you're going to lose your rating, but like you'll quickly learn if there's any traps, right? If they can trap you after 5, 6 moves, you're going to get lots of people and you're going to fall for these traps. That's fine. That's how you learn. You learn in chess through making mistakes. You have to be shown stuff in chess. Chess isn't like some of these other games where you can kind of just go, oh, I've just kind of learned already. Oh, no, my pawn defends it. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, I'm talking and waffling. If I lose, I lose. Doesn't really matter. It's unraid. But obviously blitz is another good thing that can help you with your time pressure. So I always say, because I'm 1700 at my peak plus in blitz, when I play someone who's 1900 or 2000 and we get into low time frame, lower time, if they've only ever played rapid and not played blitz, well, I now have a significant advantage because of, even though I may not find the best move, I know how to play somewhat good moves. I know how to handle the time pressure when it comes to um, blitz games because I've played it, right? So that is another advantage. But if you're someone who doesn't want to play blitz because of you haven't even got into that, play Puzzle Rush. The game that I was playing before, Puzzle Rush has a 3 minute mode. Hikaru, the best players in the world, play all unanimously agree. 3 minute Puzzle Rush is single-handedly the best tool for practicing blitz, for improving your blitz, because of you're essentially having to do tactics quick. And when you're going that last 30 seconds or whatever, like, in all of them, like you feel the time, you feel the pressure, right? And what that does is that even though you're not going to find some 6, 7, 8 move, deep tactical move, what it does is that if you keep doing 3 minute puzzle rush, especially you can get up to 20. So I think my best is like 31. But I'd say if you can get up to 20, you're somewhat good. And what that also means is that once you can get to 20 in 3 minute puzzle rush, basic tactics, when it comes to like basic tactics, simple trades or simple forks, basic skewers, basic forks, things like that, you're seeing them like that. You start realizing that basic tactics you can see almost instantaneously. So when it comes to end games, when there's time pressure, instead of just like, oh, I'm just going to move this pawn here and move this pawn, I can't think of any moves, you'll have the ability to actually see basic stuff quickly. And then that also then will eventually transfer into the fact that you just handle time all around better. Your time management becomes so much better. Doing lots of puzzles helps you recognize critical moments. So these are the times where you should invest time in. And then you've got Blitz, which will help you recognize when there's tactics in time constraint positions. Hope that helps. Anyone else? I was in the stream a few weeks before. We talked about foraging in Ireland. Oh yeah, Azam, pick up yourself. Yeah. Let's go. My foraging brother. I don't really play. So what elo do you think I would be if you have any idea? I reckon you're probably around. You got to be at least 800, if not more. Okay, he's blundered a pawn. And I get to trade the light squared bishop. Another thing that I should tell you, but whenever someone plays these hypermodern openings, like the King's Indian or the Pierce, or from He's, I think it's called the English. Oh no, the English is when you play C. I think it's just called the King's Indian from the white side as well. Is you always want to try like trade the fianchetto bishop off. Try and just make a battery. This is what the word I was trying to think of yesterday. A battery or bastion or whatever you want to call it. Just very easy middle game tactic idea, right? So for him, for example, he just puts his queen here and then goes here because you don't want to lose this bishop for the knight because otherwise their king's super safe. Like if he was to do this, for example, I'm super happy because my dark squares are super safe, right? Like him now, his light squares are weak. Even though I don't have a light squared bishop, the only thing that can defend these light squares is his queen, right? And the queen you want to be an attacking piece, right? So at the moment, if stuff started going bad on his light squares, he would have to use his queen to defend it. So that means you're pacifying his most aggressive piece, okay? Maybe some little high level stuff. You probably don't need to know that, like if you're around 1,000 or below. But again, it's always good to be exposed to kind of high level ideas. And the sooner you can do that in the game, the better. That's why it's a good early middle game kind of tactic that a lot of people just do. Even if it isn't the best move, it's just a simple idea. Because of the more the game goes on, oh, you might end up in a Fulkaroo, or the knight might end up somehow winning the bishop, for example. You know, if my knight was to trade off this bishop somehow, I'd be super happy. I don't really love my position though. I guess I just go here, start breaking some lines. Maybe it's a bit. No, let's do it. Can't push because I take. He trades, I come here, my queen watches the pawn. Okay, now I get the rook in the game, put it on the same. Okay, so this is what he's just done. So I'm super happy to take that. This doesn't work though. And another thing to do as well, if you're below, like you're not Mikhail Tal, right? Like, don't sacrifice unless you can clearly see you get a benefit from it, right? You could there is such things as positional sacrifices. So you may then say that, oh, he has a kind of a positional advantage and he's going to sacrifice me. Okay, it's hard to assess positional sacrifices even at 2000, like even at 1900. Sometimes I can struggle with positional. Only do sacrifices when you can clearly see the next move or the move after you win your piece back, you end up getting checkmate and things like that. A lot of low level players watch people when they just, they try to get a brilliant move, which I completely understand, right? But it's the completely wrong way to play. You should. It's the same thing as if you really want to improve as well. Like I really wouldn't even start looking at opening traps and things like that. But that's when I started really improving above 1,000. Because like I said, I used to play lots of blitz. I used to just play to try and scholars make someone, to try and Fried Livers attack, all these different kind of things, right? Which is obviously fun. It's obviously fun to do, but wait, this is a bit more dangerous than I thought it was. Okay, let's go here. And he's got a full there as well. Fuck. He should just slide straight over. So he's definitely his best move because he threatens me. Oh, I should have gone here. Just offer the trade. Because now I'm actually kind of screwed. Because he's got this check after as well. Come here, he wins the bishop. Wow, yeah, this is super bad. This is super bad. It was definitely the wrong sacrifice to do though. In this case. In this move, I needed to find... What did I need to find? I probably needed to go here. Yeah, I needed to go here. Not bring my bishop back. I needed to step my king up. So I can just bring my rooks on the file. Hmm. Can I go back? Is that perilous? Do I run? Give him that. Go here. I'm still winning though, right? Takes. Well, you can. Oh no, you can't take that. Sorry, I can't read Russian. My mum just saw you and said you look like Johnny Depp. Cool, I'll take that. Take that. I'm on the tea, not the wine though. Hopefully she means Johnny Depp in his prime and not at 60. But yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, probably still looks better than most 30-year-olds at bloody 50 or 60. I actually have long hair as well. I think Johnny Depp has like I can't even remember what hair he has. He has some sort of long hair though, doesn't he? Is it my move? No. Oh, and he has this full Kavu. Wow. What play, I take. What play? Like, we're in an even position. But what play, bro? Bravo, mate. Bravo, I'll give it to you. Okay, I step up, right? Step down, the rooks defend each other. If he takes his pawn, I win it back. So technically, I'm still up a pawn. But this guy has definitely played the best. I mean, I know I was kind of talking, and I can make some excuses in the sense that um, maybe I weren't fully focused, whatever. But for real, bro sacked the rook for man like Levy. Man gave me my own general reggae. Man like Levy. Wow, am I nearly checkmated it? Oh no, I can just take. Or if I step up there and there, it could maybe I could block, I guess. I hope that's helpful. I'll try and put oh yeah, another thing that you should do, guys. I'll bring it up after in a sec. Actually, no, last time I tried to do it, type in, especially if you're below 1,000 or even below 1,200, arguably. Pardon me. Type in the most important chess principles into YouTube. Uh, no, I don't need to flag him. I want to. I can just beat him, right? Don't go here because obviously it would blunder. But I can just go here to defend my pawn. Let's go, Tiger. GG's, bro. GG's. I'm actually gonna go get I'm gonna go to a toilet in a sec. So if one of you guys after this game, because I will come back and we'll play a few more games, but if one of you guys, Tiger, if you play a game in a couple minutes, I'll watch you as a friend. Like I'll bring your game up on this board, and we can watch you, and or we'll watch any one of you, and we can kind of give tips and we can actually go through one of the games, or you turn off your stream and we can go through everyone else's game, and we'll see what kind of like as a 300 opponent, and I can explain your thing. But I will go to the toilet, so just I'll be very quickly. I just need to go a wee quick because the tea is going through me. But I'm happy to sit here and talk a bit more for maybe just like, yeah, we'll just do one more game. We can do that. We've done it a couple times before. Like sometimes when I eat my food, like I'll just like, one of my viewers, if you're watching and then eating my food or something like that, I feel a bit peckish, which I might do. I'll probably go toilet, get a little snack, eat a bit of my honey, and just just chill and let you guys do the work. I'll become a viewer. You're the streamer now, um, which is it's fun, something different. I don't often see other streamers do it, which I don't know why. I mean, seems like a good thing to do. We'll just keep the file. Just make a patient move. I was going to say something before that. That's a bad thing about me. I'll just like speak in tandems, but it's also the good thing about me. You could argue. Um, you could argue that because the wild, crazy brain is how I explain. Check it. No, it's obviously a poetry joke, but hey, what creative isn't crazy, right? It's nearly in the bloody word. Um, can I get a shout out? Big up macaroni. Hey, macaroni. Okay, so he just gives up the pawn. Okay, I probably could have blocked and just get a passer, but um, maybe we do that. Yeah, let's do that now. Because then when he gives his check, I can just take. Probably could have just took the pawn. Probably wasn't the correct move, but because he can just come here actually. Yeah, definitely wasn't the best move. Okay. Just push. And here's another thing I'd recommend you guys. This is Russian school of chess, right? Just get rid of counterplay. Just get rid of counterplay, right? Even though he can actually win that pawn, so I should have pushed this pawn. Like sometimes you'll recognize in positions where this is why it's so important to know opposition. For example, say my pawn was here, my king was here, and his king's there, right? If you then go 3 or 4 moves back and you realize, oh, I can trade this bishop and trade this queen, and then we're going to end up in this endgame position. The more endgame theory that you know in terms of these sort of positions and flank pawns, you're going to be able to assess correctly assess middle game positions more and more, right? Because of you're looking ahead and understanding that when you trade down Daniel Novoditsky, if you don't know about Daniel Novoditsky, obviously RIP, he taught me a lot about filtering, which is basically where you filter out positions in the game on the board, sorry, and you realize what's kind of necessary and unnecessary. So like all the way back here with the queen, like he would say, okay, after all of this trade, blah blah blah, this pawn's gonna win me the game because I'm obviously gonna win this pawn. There's no way these 2 pawns are gonna get me without. So these sorts of things, right? Like this is how you can know this rook trade's good for me, even though it probably wasn't the best thing for me to do here. But in this position now, I've played it. Like white shouldn't do the trade. So it's good to know in games why if I was in white, I know I couldn't take that rook because it goes into a theoretical losing position, right? Um, Again, this is probably quite an advanced concept there. You probably guys don't need to know about like filtering the boards and some mass calculation ideas, but again, there's no harm in even that video, guys, that I told you to watch about. I could have just checkmated him. I'm kind of talking. Uh, I told you to watch about that chess principles. I watched that a good 3 or 4 times. Yeah, it's the most important chess principles by Chess Vibes. It's called Chess Vibes. It has millions of views on YouTube, and they're very basic chess principles. Put pawns in the center. Develop knights before um, any other piece. Don't put your knights on the rim or grim. You know all these little lines. Put your rooks on the 7th, pigs on the 7th, right, or on the second rank. These sorts of ideas, they're chess principles, and it will just go through the 35 most important. And there are other ones like that he doesn't mention. For example, if what's one that ain't on there? If you ever save your king and you get offered a queen trade, don't take the queen trade. So, for example, if you've castled and their king's still in the center and they offer you a queen trade, even if you might think, oh, I'm up a pawn or something like that, generally, principally speaking, you shouldn't take the trade because your king's much safer. If their king's in the middle or is more exposed, the queen's, your pieces are way more powerful. There's going to be much more chances to get skewers and forks and tactics to arise, okay? So there's hundreds and hundreds of principles that he doesn't mention, which are a bit more advanced, but it covers all the basic ones. Like, and the reason why I'm telling you to watch that is because of if you have goals of getting 1500, which everyone can get 1500 if you just play consistently and long enough, is that you need to know them 35 principles by the back of your hand, like off the back of your hand without you even thinking. You need to know them because of these help you aid your calculation. Calculation is always king. You should prioritize what happens if I take this, blah blah. But sometimes there might be a move where you're like, oh, I can play this move or this move, but this move here brings your rook to the 7th, or except I follows a chess principle. Well, then it's probably the right move to do in the position. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if there's 2 moves, i.e., take the queen trade or not take the queen trade, but his king's exposed. Now you're thinking, oh wait, principally speaking, my king's safer. No, I could take the queen trade. It still probably looks alright, but I'm not going to take it because I have 2 options here, and this one is a chess principle. And again, it isn't always like sometimes you need to go against principles, especially when you're at the higher level, but you need to master the basics to do the excellent stuff, right? If you want to play like Messi, first you need to learn to run with the ball, pass the ball, get basic touch, master the basics, then you can start running rings around everyone, okay? Now I'm just going to click on my Tiger Lucky's in the game. Beautiful. He's done exactly what we wanted to do. He's playing black, so let's flip the board. And he's king's weak, the other person's king's weak. This position's perilous, guys. You let me know. You let me know what goes on. Give me 2 secs and I'll be right back. Let me just go to toilet. I'm gonna refill my tea and I'm gonna go get a snack. Is Nelly with you? Cat's a traitor. Cat's in the other room. It's all good, it's all good. Okay, guys, I just heated up some food from earlier. Was gonna go have some chocolate. There was loads of snacks down there, biscuits and whatnot. And I thought, you know what, gonna go with the healthier option and warm up a bit of our spaghetti bolognese, even though we've had some earlier. Just had another little bowl, and I have got some hummus and some crisps to get some more protein and gains in, but a little unhealthy slash healthy snack. Hey, got the grub too. Yeah. Went toilet, got some grub. I had to warm up some of my food from earlier. Tiger is completely winning, right? Let's go. How's he been doing, guys? Is this the same game? Let's go through the game. Berlin opening. So he started off awful. Yeah, this is when we come into the position. I did see it, so it's the same game. Yeah. White must have been winning. How the hell he won this? See, this is a great example of like being below 1,000. And yeah, openings are great, and you do need to come at opening. But if we go on the analysis of this game, he must have been like -5 from my understanding of that position. -4.2, more 4.3. That's how good my analysis has become on the chess. Because you just hung this, right? You have to defend like this. I mean, even though you're then still completely losing. Now it isn't so bad. Obviously, you're still hanging your piece. Your knight was still hanging. So these are the sort of things where I was telling you, like, can you just take your mouse off the board, or take your hand off the keyboard, take your hand off your phone, or whatever the thing is you're playing on. You get what I'm trying to say? And then just the first thing you want to do is, are any of my pieces hanging? Blunder check. People call it blunder checks, right? I mean, I blunder check before I do every move, but it's almost like subconscious. It's just like second nature. I recognize when a piece is hanging and not. I'm not hanging. Yeah, and you could have obviously given this check still. So obviously your bishop. That's how you should have saved it, to keep it active. And then now you're completely winning, for example. If he brings his king up, had to go here, but then you could add another defender. Everything's completely losing except this move, which is kind of, no, everything's losing. He has to sack. His best move is to sack, which he wouldn't have done. And then you go to +4. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. But I'm just trying to say, like, at your level, well, so I'm trying to help. I understand people hang. I make mistakes. If you just watch me, I lost a couple games. But you can see by the engine, by the right move, the correct move was to save your knight, right? But what I'm just trying to say, for the person who was asking about why I'm again, this guy just hangs his pawn. He has to go back to keep the position even. And you got to remember, guys, even GMs, right, they don't play with 100% accuracy. So technically, they're making inaccuracies, mistakes, and blunders every game. Especially if we then talk about Title Tuesdays and Blitz games, people are blundering every game. So what that should tell you, and what it told me, is that, because sometimes when you start getting up, say you're 800 and you get to 1,000, you start thinking, oh, it's getting hard now. Like, everyone knows the basics. Everyone's going to learn. No. They're still blundering. Every game they're blundering. You'll get to 1,200 and you'll think, oh, these people are getting better. They know. No, they're still blundering every game. Even at my level, you analyze my game, 70% accuracy. We'll click on my profile now and we can check the accuracy that I win some of these games at. 76 accuracy. 75, 73, 85, 74. Like, anytime I get over 90 when there's like a +30 move, +30 moves, I'm super happy, right? Especially when you get plus like 93, 94, 95% accuracy above 30 moves. I'm super happy. So this is telling you we're making blunders every game. Like 1900s and 1800s. Like, I still don't think I'm that good at chess. Chess is always relative, right? You always feel weak. Like when I was 1,000, I felt weak. I felt like people, and I'm saying this stuff because I'm speaking from experience, guys. It was only 2 years ago when I was like 1,000 elo, right? And it isn't like I've played chess every single day and you know, devoted hours and hours of studying or courses or anything like that. Playing it pretty casually, just consistently. Okay, let's watch someone else because I'm about to eat my food. Does anyone else want to play a game and watch Tigers back in the game? What are you eating? I'm eating a spag bowl. Don't know if you guys can see it. So it's just like a bunch of vegetables and sauce, like bolognese with pasta. But it's kind of hot. I just microwaved it and it's kind of, I don't know if it's hot. Yeah, that's still too hot. Maybe I could firm it. So we got peppers, mushrooms. Yeah, I mean, you know, vegetables. Black beans in there for a bit of protein. It's a vegetable one, no meat. Courgettes, olive oil, onions, all of that good stuff. Tomatoes. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Okay, let's watch Lucky again. Tiger. Hey, big up, A Dot. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all well. We're just kind of at the end of the stream, so I'm not doing no games. I could play another viewer, guys, if you want, while I eat. We're just kind of watching this. I'm just chilling, having a chat with my viewers. We're watching one of my viewers who is playing. He plays dubious openings. Dr. Evil, you want a game? Okay, I'll give you a game. Oh, the challenge went as soon as. Let me challenge you. Unrated. There we go. Let's get into a game. And yeah, I'll just play you while we eat. Okay, let's play a Sicilian. Appreciate all the support, guys. Like the stream if you can. Tap the screen. Follow if you haven't already. And I appreciate the love as always. Thanks for dropping by. And I hope you're well. I hope your little boy is well. Plays this variation, which is fair enough. I'm going to play it like some sort of accelerated dragon. The Rosalimo, I think it's called. I don't know how to pronounce that first word. That is insane. Do I just push or does he push on? Well, I can push, right? Let's go here. I don't even know how the dragon is. Is it like this? Because it's named after Draco, right? The constellation, because of the way your pawn set up is meant to end up like it looks like the constellation. A little chess. What do you want to call that? Chess. Law or whatever. Chess. I want to develop my knight, and I don't need to push. If he takes and takes, I don't really care. I'll get the bishop here. Oh, I'm gonna have to open this window though, because with this hot food, and this big old dressing gown, and this big old mushroom on my head, getting a bit hot. Let me get them crisps. I've got some chip and dip. If anyone knows me, oh, I think chip and dip is my favorite thing in the world. What's your favorite dip, guys? Anyone still in the chat? Let me know. What hummus, guacamole, what salsa? Can I name every dip? Well, you got cream cheese. No, what's it called? Not cream cheese. Chive, like onion chive. No, what's it called? Can't go wrong with some guac. Oh, hey, you're done though, my Mexican brother. Yeah, no, guac's one of my favorite. I'll probably say hummus, then guac, then I can't think of other dips. I know there's lots of other dips. What's the white dip that everyone has? I don't personally have it, but there is like a white dip that people have, isn't it? It's like a cheese, something cream cheese maybe. No, can't think of it. Okay, this is just a free pawn. How long has that been free? Oh no, ain't the rook's offending. I'm so bad. Pardon me. I need to learn more Sicilian lines. I need to learn the Draco. The Draco. I obviously take Alright, yeah, I have to take. Is he gonna go for the big white center or develop? Probably shouldn't develop just because it looks a bit perilous putting it on the same diagonal. Again, most tactics, guys, if you don't know as well, they happen when pieces are on the same file as each other, right? So I don't actually have any tactic right this second, but well, I could just go here, for example, which I am going to, because then I get this outpost. And it just gets my bishop on the diagonal. So I wouldn't, like, it would have taken me so much longer. It would have blocked in my bishop if I wanted to do this reroute. Sorry, to do this reroute. But because of I have this tactic, be more than fine. And even if he comes here, well, actually, he can't really. Because we'd hit him with that, double pawns. But even if he was to do that, and you'd think, oh, but he's then just kicked us away. No, that's good. We've evoked a weakness. Anytime you can get people to push pawns in front of their kings, it's quite a high level thing, this, but I've been learning this myself. It really is. You really want to try and keep all three of your pawns in front of your king, unless you have to, like you're forced to kick someone away or whatever. Yeah, I think it's time to kick this bad boy away. And to finish off my development, at the very least, you can fight for this center in the future. Okay, let's kick this bishop away as well. Even though I just said shouldn't push pawns in front of your king. Don't do what I do what I say. Yeah, this is what we wanted. Like I said before, we don't mind if he takes this. This is actually going to be super good for us. And let's just go here. Wherever he develops. 3p, take over the semi-open file. Again, just principally speaking, put your queens, rooks, all these different things, half open files, open files. Double stack your rooks. A lot of low level players, they try to do stuff too soon. It's like you've seen Game of Thrones, right? Like, unless you're Aragorn or Jon Snow, you can go running at an army on your own, right? But everyone else in the world, it doesn't matter if my queen's are here or there, right? It's doing nothing. Like, it can't do anything by itself. And a lot of low level players, because they see opening traps or things, winning 6 moves or 5 moves or 7 moves, they try to do stuff before they've developed all of their pieces, right? Connect your rooks, double stack your rooks, take your time, grind the game, try and just win one pawn, win the end game, these sorts of things. Really embrace actually chess, because winning, scholaring mate someone, doing a 5 levels attack, getting a checkmate in 2 or 3, like, yeah, that's great, it's fun, you should do it, especially when you're below 1,000, because that's the only time you're ever going to be able to do it, right? But the reality is that isn't actually chess, right? Chess is getting to the end game and beating them, winning because you had one extra pawn and you managed to promote it with your king and stuff like that. And although it isn't technically as fun, or it doesn't maybe not seem as good as a brilliant move, sacrificing your queen and checkmating someone or whatever, I promise you that feeling when you grind out a 20-minute game and you get to the end game and you was a pawn up and you win it, that feeling is so much more satisfying, or equally as satisfying as playing these brilliant moves, because of you actually out chest him. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean by, like, if you can actually get into a lot of low level people, people below 1,500 are bad at the end games because of, one, they don't do the drills, and two, they don't ever get into end games. For one, because of they're just going for quick checkmates or getting checkmated before that, or two, they're getting into end games and they're already completely winning or completely losing. I.e., they're down a piece and they're just getting grinded out into the end game and then they're going to lose, or they was a completely winning position. They get into, like, the game we watched of Lucky before, like, he was completely winning that end game. So you're not actually really learning end game technique. The last game I played on the stream, where I was down a pawn, he had 1 extra pawn than me, and I still managed to win the endgame. So I managed to get an extra pawn. I was 2 pawns up by the end of it. Like, that's actual endgame technique. I out endgamed him completely. Do you get what I mean? So that's the sort of chess understand. That's because of my endgame was better. My endgame technique was better. There's nothing else I can say. That isn't my ego or anything like that. That was just evident, right? So yeah, really try and embrace that. And I think I might have said it earlier, or I was trying to explain that same sort of thing. When I was a low level player, I was the same sort of person. I just wanted to checkmate people in a few moves and stuff like that. And then that was really the biggest shift in my chess career, when I was like, you know what? Even if I have traps, obviously you have a trap or tactic, you should do it. But I was literally just being like, you know what? I'm playing games to not checkmate quickly. Like, I'm just slowly developing, getting all my pieces up. Even if he takes more space, even if he does all these sort of things, and I'm actually going to try and play chess. And I'm so glad I've done it, because of that was a massive turning point. It's definitely a massive turning point. It was such a big turning point. Drewski could do a clip on me. You know what I mean? Treat me like Erica with the turning point in USA. That was definitely a massive. He's Bishop. He's playing a lot better than last game. My position isn't great. We're kind of in a bit of a we're just kind of seeing what the other person wants to do, how he's gonna do it. He should develop his knight now, finish off his development, because of his rook's cover and his c3 pawn. And this is what I mean by white. Like, he's probably thinking of, how can I attack him, checkmate him. He doesn't need to do anything. Just slow and steady. Get your pieces into the game. You're not Jon Snow. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to go and save Rickon. You need to. If you was Sun Tzu, it's the reason you have an army. It's the reason a general has an army, right? You need your whole army in the game. Good. Okay. Let's try and evoke more weaknesses. Let's add extra attackers, even if he comes here. Frees up some squares, right? I can just drop back. Slowly getting my pieces up the pitch. Right? I could obviously play this, but then I'm going to have a backwards pawn. Isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm super happy with that. We don't mind trading. But we're actually going to have to trade, right? Because of Falcon. Technically, I could step out of the way and take. But we are going to trade. Then we lift up our only weakness. Probably going to step here. Attack this. And put pressure on here. But we are defending this sufficiently. Or sufficiently. So we defend the pawn. It isn't rocket science. Like, chess obviously is super hard, especially to get to the highest level. But anyone can get 2000. Everyone can get 1500, especially, and everyone can get 2000. You just need to play it long enough and consistently enough. But obviously, it is a super tough game. So don't ever be like put off or think that like you're doing too bad or something like that. You just have to embrace it, right? If it was easy, you wouldn't want to do it, right? It's like a six pack. If it was easy, everyone would have it. You know what I mean? Embrace that grind. You got to think, like, the game's so hard. There's only 3,000 grandmasters in the world. I think there's an additional 3,000 international masters after that. Less than 10,000 total who have ever existed, right? Millions and millions of people get degrees, doctorates, masters every single year, right? There's only been 3,000 grandmasters, 6,000 total IM grandma, and that's how hard the game is. Do you get what I mean? Like, it isn't, and these are people who have been playing chess since they was 3 years old. Both of their parents can be grandmasters. Look at Grandma Anna Kremlin. Both her parents are grandmasters, right? She's 23 something years old, but been playing chess since she's 3, and she's a woman FIDE master, right? Which is still super impressive. I'm not trying to take like diss her or anything like that. That's obviously awesome. Okay, he just hung his rook, and not only hung his rook, but hung the piece. That's just when you need to do a blunder check. You should instantly realize, oh, I'm getting attacked. Don't just push a pawn and add pressure. Take your phone away, take a deep breath. Oh, I would love to kind of break some stuff. Of course, but you have to be patient, right? I think his rook might have been trapped because of the bishop. Yeah, wow. The rook was actually trapped, so he had to sacrifice it. Maybe he should have just took the pawn and like actually just sacked it and got a pawn for it. Okay, I should take the pawn. He's gonna pin me, I think. I can come here, take. No, I can't even go there. Yo, bro, add me on Discord. Blazer, I want to grab your stream link and send it to friends. I'll keep supporting you till you hit affiliate. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Big up yourself, Divin. I'm gonna follow you back if you followed me on Twitch. Appreciate the game, brother. Appreciate it as well. Azam, Dr. Evil, big up yourself. I think I just need to play this. Again, one shot up, trade down. So, like my sister's boyfriend, mate, my sister's fiance, sorry, and he's my mate. He got into chess a little while after I did, and he loves it now. Like he plays over the board, he goes chess club, even things that I haven't done. I think I'm not even sure what rating he is now, maybe 1500 or something like that. But when he was lower, he never used to like trade his queen. Like he would be up a piece. The other person would offer him a queen trade, and he would always not do it. And they said, and he always used to work. Like I'm like, bro, you just need to trade down. Like trade your queen. Like you're winning. Why do you do that? Because grandmasters do that, right? It's the same. It's the same how everyone wants to be Ronaldo or Messi and all these different things when you play football. Yeah, you want to play like them. Well, obviously it's difficult. I'm not trying to say it's easy to emulate grandmasters play, but that should be your goal. Your goal should be to emulate how grandmasters play. Okay, discover check, winning the queen, and again, most tactics happen. And even this, just trade down, right? I don't need to. I'm completely winning. Okay. How can his bishop defend these dark squares? We got the bird. Okay, you could take this. It's all Gucci. I could even just defend it just to be annoying. It's gonna be even more annoying. Russian score chess. Don't even need to do that. Like, just being annoying. Could have obviously just took and probably still win. Obviously, I would have took with check as well. So, um, threatening forks. Okay, GG's guys. GG's. Divin, do you want a game? Appreciate the game, brother. Appreciate it. I lost. Awesome, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, Evil. I need to kind of remember your guys' names. Some of your guys are different, but I appreciate that. Tiger's in the game. Just gonna click on his game and watch him. He's in the chat every hour and then, so let's support the brother while I just finish off this food. He is black and he's gonna get checkmated, isn't he? Yeah, that sucks. Wow. Oh, the other guy's blundering. Or he's just like taking the. And this is bad because look how many pieces he had. Black's like completely winning. Oh my gosh, he's missing. Oh my gosh, he's got mate. Yeah, that's it. Take a deep breath, bro. Or take your hand off the board. In critical moments, just take your hand off the board. If you didn't blunder that, yeah, you played well though. You played well. GG's, man. GG's. You played better than the first time he played. 100%. Bro, how did he not have checkmate here? We should have just gone here. It's mate, innit? They're both messing up. He just hung the bishop in my move. This is mate. He's gonna take, and Yo, watching low level chess is painful for someone like me. Like it must be like when high level people come into my game and they're like shouting the answer on the puzzle or puzzle rush. My nephew's he's funny, he's good. I remember we was watching one of my mates on my phone. We was going somewhere, like we was in a car, like in a taxi, and he loves chess. So obviously I play chess. So when I'm with him, he lives up Northampton with my sister, so I don't always get to see him. And we was watching. I was like, oh yeah, we'll watch one of my friends. Like let's see how he's doing. And he's a lot lower than I think he's like 1200 or something like that. My nephew. And see, my friend was lower than that. And he's like, oh, why isn't he taking this piece? It's so bad. He's like 10, 9 years old at the time. He was so funny. He was cracking me up. He was saying everything I'd want to say, but I was obviously a bit more of an adult to say that. He was like, it's painful to watch. It's so funny. You know, he survives this. Um, but it's literally checks, captures, threats. Can you see this, guys? How both of them messed up their checks? Like, look, he just says, oh, the bishop was covering. I didn't even see that. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, no, it wasn't covering. It was just, mate, yeah. So he gave up. He took the pawn. It's always a pawn. I know, it was a knight, free knight. But he gave up the defense of the checkmate. So this was actually a brilliant move. The guy sacrificing the knight. Yeah, I love Dina. Dina's got the most beautiful eyes, right? Or the most scary, let's be real, depending on how you look at it. She's got them eyes that like stare into your soul. But I find that attractive. Um, and yeah, she's yeah, exactly. I don't think she's married though, right? She's got a boyfriend. No, don't tell me she's married. If she is married, I don't want to know. Like here, like the knee-jerk reaction. You see how like, oh, he took a pawn, he just instantly took back. He fought for 2 seconds. All you didn't need to do there is take your phone hand away, and he would have found all these checks. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Which he found after. But here, he had a repetition. Like he had stalemate now, despite being down 6 points of material, whatever. White could have saved the game because Black, with 4 minutes on the board, lucky, I don't know if you're in the chat. This is another instructive thing. Just because he took that pawn, it doesn't do anything. Like this is mate, right? You don't need to take this pawn. But because he took something, and I'm only saying this because as a person, yeah, future husband, which is probably going to be me. You're going to see me with my mushroom hat. No, I'm joking. I wish. No, I need to learn Russian. Is it good to follow checks, threats, catch first? Or should threats? Checks. It's painful to play, I feel. It was painful. Yeah, no, it was painful. Very painful game. Yeah, I'm completely honest. Painful to watch, painful to play. But it's instructional, right? You just need to be careful. He was completely winning. Obviously, he had checkmate. He needed to hold this to defend it. But the main thing is this moment here when you just took back. You fought for 2 seconds. I know your hand or phone. You got your hand on your phone or you got your hand on your mouse, and you are just he's taking and you take it. You need to take your hand off, bro. Especially when someone captures something or something like that. Even if you think you need to take back, like here, you could even took with a queen potentially, but obviously checks, captures, threats. Why do we do checks? Let me explain checks, captures, and threats to you, because you probably hear it said all the time, but if you never heard it explained to you, you need to have it explained to you, okay? Checks, captures. Well, actually, this is mating one as well. Oh no, and he's got this. Anyway, checks, captures, threats, right? Why do we do this? Because of checks, captures, threats. Let me actually go into a puzzle. Let me explain this to you in the puzzle. I'm going to go into custom puzzles. Okay, this is going to be a video. I'm actually going to do a video of this. Okay, one sec. This is going to be really instructional. Hang around, and I'm going to put the rating range really low, okay? I say really low, 1,000 to 1,500. Obviously, like really low relative to my skill level. So, excuse me. So I'm going to be able to figure them out instantly. Not instantly. I may still get them wrong. Obviously, chess is still hard. So look, he's taken a piece. I don't instantly take back because I need to calculate checks, captures, and threats. Now, why do we calculate checks, captures, and threats? Because checks, captures, and threats are the most forcing moves in chess, right? Now, technically, you should do this before even you blunder a check. Why? Because of, even though my queen's hanging, if I have a check, for example, here, it nullifies that. He can't take me because the king has to move. This is why you always calculate checks, right? They're intermezzo, they're in between moves. Okay, it can look like you're losing a piece, but then you suddenly give a check and he has to react to it, right? He's forced to react to it. Now, why do we do this? The most forcing moves. Anytime, for example, if I take this piece, I know the king is either going to move back to there, to there, or take it, right? So I'm instantly being able to predict his move. Chess is all about calculation. So if you're able to predict your opponent's moves, you can see how beneficial to that is to your calculation, okay? So that's why you always consider checks, because it's forcing. Now, a capture is somewhat forcing, but like we just said, it isn't as forcing as a check. This is why checks go before it, because of, even though he's captured this piece, I could chuck in a check. I could do something else in between that, okay? But more often than not, if someone takes a piece, you're going to take back, right? That's why it's a forcing move. If my rook was here and I took his queen, or let me say my queen was there and I took his queen, I can almost guarantee that his knight's going to take that queen back, right? That's what calculation is, right? And then you do threats last. So let's actually do this puzzle. Okay. If I think that we need to take, if I'm to be honest, I actually can't see this puzzle. This one looks, wait. I just realized I haven't got them on all themes. There we go. Let me put all themes on. Okay, there we go. Let's do these puzzles now. Okay, so chess captures threats. We can see now, look, despite, say even if my knight wasn't here, oh, he's attacking my bishop. No, we got checkmate. I don't need to, we was talking about filtering earlier, okay? Say the answers as well, right? Filtering helps you, okay, obviously we just grabbed the bishop. Checks, do we have any checks in the position? Yes, but just because you have a check, it doesn't mean you do it. Obviously in this case, it'd be a sacrifice. Now, even if it is a sacrifice, you still calculate it, because sometimes you're going to need to sack the queen, etc, etc. But in this case, we defend the threat. So it goes both ways as well, right? What threats do they have? What threats do I have? Okay, so in check, we could move away or take. Obviously, this by taking gives us a tempo, so this looks good. He then gives us this check. We obviously can't block. We've moved a step away. He's going to win our king, so we have to step up. He would then come here though, so maybe step onto the light squares because he don't have a light square bishop. And there you go, my understanding. Now these aren't the best examples of chess captures threats, yeah? But here is a good example. Look, we can win the knight. Alright, he just captured our piece. In a game, you would instantly take it back in 2 seconds. Oh, he took my piece. No, checks captures threats. Take your hand away. Do I have any checks? Yes. Oh, when you see a good move, this is one of my favourite sayings in chess. When you see a good move, find a better one. Of course, winning a knight would be a good move, but the better one is winning the game, right? We keep doing this, and it's going to sound repetitive and boring and like, yeah, okay, check. No, but it's really that simple, okay? Check captures threats. Yes, we could win this knight, okay, and go into a winning endgame, but a better move, we have this check. And then now, what did I say about sacrificing queens? Calculate. What happens if I give this check? He then takes, and then I can take. It's simple, okay? Now, hopefully, I'm going to keep doing this until we get a capture and then a threat, okay? Hopefully. Generally, checks are easier, then captures are harder, and then threats are the hardest tactics as well, okay? Okay, do I have any checks in this position? No. Do I have any captures in this position? Yes. I have this capture. What other captures do I have? I have this capture. Right, but then the knight would just take back. Okay, I need to also be aware of their threats. I'm thinking of my own threats, but also they've got this, right? So after I take this, he's going to come here. So I take, he comes here. I then stop it like that. Oh no, wait. Yeah, he has to go here to maintain defense. Doesn't matter. Then we just go here, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're clearing the files. Again, most tactics happens when pieces are on the same file with each other, okay? So we take this bishop because we calculated. Is this trade good for me? Yes. You only capture if it's good for you, right? You calculate these sorts of things. Otherwise, I would then move on to threats. But I've calculated checks. Do we have any checks in position? No. Captures? Yes, I can take this bishop. I can take this pawn. There's probably a few other captures on the position. There actually isn't. I'm going to take it because after the queen, we can stop this checkmating threat like this. The only move in the position for the queen is here if he wants to maintain the defense of his knight. If he wants to move away, we're happy with that because he's going to move his knight. But like I said, I'm going to predict his next move, calculation, because of he's going to want to defend his knight. And even if he did try to defend his knight, I then bring my bishop here. And now I've got two attackers. He can't defend it. It's impossible for him to defend the knight twice. So it's as simple as that. In this case, I don't develop my bishop because he's just giving it up. Okay? And obviously the knight would be pinned to the queen. So hopefully we get a threat now, or a threat soon. Do we have any more checks in the position? Checks catches threats. Do we have a check? Yep. He can block. We would take, and then we got a full guru. It's as simple as that. And what that does is it filters out everything on the board. I don't care about this pawn. I don't care if he had checkmate for it. I don't care if he had... This is why it's so important, okay? We then take the piece. Again, I know that he's probably going to take back, because otherwise he just loses a piece. And then we get a full guru, okay? Checks catches threats. Do we have any checks? Yes, I have this check. And it's just straight away. It's just a mate in one. So even though the knight's there, he might have a checkmate and threat, all these sorts of stuff. Just forget about everything, right? Oh, that was a misclick. You obviously knew that I was trying to do that. I misclicked on the one before it. But anyway, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. Okay, I might need to put the rating up higher to get a threat. Let's go slightly higher. Let's see if we can find a threat. So now we're going 1500 to 1700. See, this is just mating one, not mating on. Okay, this is a threat. So check. You should do it every move. Okay, checks captures threat. That was a check. But again, second move, checks captures threats. Okay, I can't see a like I could give this check. I can't because of the queen we take. But what move do I have here? Does anyone know the move? Anyone need a move? So think. Do we have any checks in the position? No. Can we capture anything in the position? No. So what is the only threat in the position? Again, remember, this is why I was also telling you earlier. What was I trying to say earlier? The queen can't do anything on its own. The queen can't win the game on its own. It always needs other pieces. How do we get our another piece into the game? Well, doing this is just way too long. That's 3 moves. But we can threaten G1 by just sliding our thing over, and he's literally giving this up. But what do we do first before we take or worry about all them sort of threats or anything on the board or anything he does? We calculate our checks. All right, I know my queen's hanging, but this is why you should always blunder check. Below 1,000, I'd recommend you to blunder check even before checks because you'd probably just mess it up. You should just save your pieces. Always blunder check. But in this case, it's obviously I know checks catch threats and this is checkmate. Obviously he can block, but then we win the thing and we go up into the end game, a queen and a thing, right? So it's checks, captures, and threats, not just at the start of the tactic, before every single move. Okay, my bishop's under attack. I can save my bishop with this check. So instantly I'm already seeing that, right? Because the blunder check. The blunder check in me is already thinking, okay, don't blunder, don't hang my bishop. Right? Then I just need to calculate this. And I don't think there's any way for him to stop that. It's just checkmate. Awesome. So that's just simple, right? Simple, right? Checks, catches, threats. This is a check and a capture. You know, it really isn't kind of rocket science. Obviously, I'm not trying to say it's hard. I still get puzzles wrong and all these different things. But you need to have this methodical approach. And you should be doing this before every single move in your game of chess, right? And this is, and even me, after playing thousands of games, hundreds of hours of doing puzzles, probably even more playing games, I can still mess up. I'll go through my review and I'm like, how did I miss that check? How did I miss this capture? How did I? You get what I'm trying to say? So this is how methodical you need to drill it into your head because even at my level, I can still miss it, right? So it's that important. Here you just almost need to figure out which piece to attack it with. I think we want to go here because if he goes there, we can hop in with a check. I know you'll be able to take. Okay, I'm almost can guarantee it's this. And you should do the whole puzzle in your head, guys. I never used to do this for months. So even when I was first playing, if I thought this was the move, I'd instantly just go like that. See, and I got it wrong, right? You want to, even if you think you know the move, you need to calculate it, right? It just shows you the importance of calculation. So you need to come here, and then you'd come with this one when it eventually moves over. So this is the importance of doing it in your head. Again, even if you get stuff wrong, even if you're in a game and you keep losing on time, I promise in the long run, calculation is the biggest metric for improvement, right? Low level players just play one move threats. They can't see one move ahead. The more you can look into the future and assess the position correctly, 2 moves ahead, 3 moves ahead, 4 moves ahead. Okay, after 4 moves, you didn't see the bishop there, or you didn't see this, or you didn't calculate it. That's fine. Again, how do you learn? You learn from your mistakes. I'm not expecting you to only know how to play 1 move, 2 move now, and then start doing puzzles in your head and everything like that and playing games and to predict what the board looks like after 4, 5, 6 moves. But the more that you do it, the more accurate you're going to get it. Even me, like I'm still having to practice this skill, right? I might get it 90% of the times correct, but the more I do it, now I'm 91% correct, 95% correct, 96% of the times I get it correct, right? What's up, Jenny? We're just at the end of our stream. We're just explaining checks, captures, and threats for someone who is viewing, and we're just eating some food. But I appreciate you supporting me. Big up yourself. Jenny is someone from I know from watching in the streamer chats. I'm a member of Blunderman, and Shams as well. You're in Shams' chat as well. Big up Shams. I'm gonna be collabing with him soon. He's offered me to play games with him in the past, and I've turned him down. But I will take him up on that thing soon because Shams is a big G. We love Shams, and obviously that's easy content for us both. So that's awesome. But yeah, I'm just eating some food, and I was just kind of helping my viewers with whatever they wanted to do. Some of them were in a game, and we were watching them. Blunderman's actually in a game now, but we'll watch one of our viewers. This T Voltio was in the chat earlier. He's in the game. It's a wall hanging, not a poster. Like it's a wall hanging. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love mycology, which is the study of mushrooms. Foraging is obviously, not just mushrooms. Fruits, berries, nuts, plants. It's wild garlic season at the moment. I've got lots of wild garlic pesto downstairs. Hopefully get some more this weekend as well. It's just started to flower, and the flowers and the buds are like 50% even more garlicky, so that's awesome. Can't wait for that. But I'm also interested in, the poisonous mushrooms. You obviously get beautiful mushrooms that aren't edible, which are just as interesting to me. So I love to see that sort of stuff. I just realized we're watching it from the opponent's perspective. Maybe we should watch it from Voltio's perspective, if that's how you say his name. Jenny, you have to add me on chess.com. I don't know, or what's your name? I have to get a game in sometimes. Or if you want to play a game now, we'll watch you on stream. Because we are going to end it. We're already way over how much normally on the stream, but I've still got some food, so I don't mind staying around for a bit longer. Chessboard destroyer. That is exactly. Did you miss typer? Did you miss the T, or has it got no T? No worries, no worries. We'll watch you another time or play you another time. All right, it hasn't got a T. I think I've got you. You're quite high, aren't you? All right, we're like the same level. Yo, you have 8 more rating than me on my peak. I have a spirited profile pic. I don't know what spirited means. I'm assuming it means it's anime. I'm not really a big anime sort of. I used to think I was, but compared to, I see loads of anime photo people like, like things like Naruto and stuff like that. Like I haven't watched that. It's from a movie. Interesting. But I have watched like Airbender, like Avatar. Like that's probably like one of my favorite. Not my favorite series, but that series is so good. Right? I think it's one of the best. Have you seen the Avatar, the Last Airbender? Is that even anime? I guess that isn't even like that's what I used to think what was anime, but um, I don't think it's like Japanese anime or like South Park and things like that. Yeah, no, I feel you. Happens to the best of us, Jenny. Happens to the best of us. Are you Indian? You haven't seen much. You haven't seen the Avatar, the series, not the Blue People, not the movie, the Last Airbender from like I think it's like 20 years old, 10, 15 years old or something. Jenny, if you haven't seen it, watch that. Oh my god. Like it's like a child show, but it isn't. Like it's got so much kind of deep philosophy, sort of like Chinese, Zen, Taoist, Tao philosophy. It's a show that I would recommend to like if you as a parent to watch with your kids because of it has a female protagonist. It's all positive messages. Yeah, there's some silliness. Yeah, obviously it's a cartoon still, but compared to like other cartoons that you watch kids, which is just brain rot, TikTok nonsense, this actually teaches like morality and it has like the wars in it and the fighting are so good. The war, I can't remember if it was the end of season 2 or season 3 when I was first watching it through. Obviously, all 4 or 5 seasons are dope. But I was actually after like season when I got to the finale of season 2 or 3, I was like, holy shit! Like I'm actually gassed. I've seen some moments. I guess I haven't seen it. How you have seen? Oh yeah. Good. I was gonna say. Oh, let's watch this other guy again. I just realised we're watching a blank screen. Might as well. It was that blind girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's her name? I haven't seen it in a while, like a few years now. What's her name? The blind bandit. Like, but I can't actually remember her actual name. But that's what people used to call her. I big up Azam. Yeah, Toff. Toff, Jenny. Yes, Jenny knows. Yeah, yeah, you got it right. It is Toff. Thank you for joining us, Azam. I hope I helped you with the checks, captures, threats, and everything, and I appreciate you supporting. Chess check. Oh yeah, I was literally going to end the stream without raiding someone. Let's raid someone on Twitch. I've only ever raided someone once. I don't know if we're going to have a viewer. Yo, I have 20 followers. Let's go. Before, last time I checked, I thought we had like 12. Touch, big up Tiger. Tiger, we can watch you play a game as well. Anna's in there. Let's raid Anna. Even though I should really raid a low person, Anna don't need anyone. We don't need to flirt with Anna. Okay, I think you go /raid and then type the person's name in there. So let's help. This person's got a an anime picture. So AISA or 13 viewers. So let's give them an extra viewer or two. Well, they don't allow us to raid. Okay, let's just raid Anna Kremlin. Don't they let us raid? Oh, Anna don't let us raid either. How do I see more people who are playing chess? Okay, there's another one. /raid Horus chess. Can you guys hear that? The foxes. We feed the foxes every night, every day for years. For like, yeah, like 10 years. And they always come every night. They got cubs and whatnot. And they make a bit of noise, but I don't mind it. I like it. Have I not got no viewers? Or something? Did it not work? Oh yeah, we have got 3 viewers. Let's go. Let's raid this guy. What rating is he in? He's 1,000 elo. Maybe something romantic can come from this. She didn't let me raid her, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have definitely. I mean, I met her in person. She was the only person I got starstruck when I got photos of Levy, David Howe, Anna Rudolph, Anna Kremlin. Who else? Danny Wrench. Oh, no, I didn't get a photo of Danny Wrench. I got him to sign my book though. I don't know why I didn't get him for a photo. I just kind of like I didn't want to. It was the same. Like I met Anna twice, and the first time I got a photo, and then the second time I asked her to get my book. Danny, I prioritized the book over the photo. Levy, I prioritized the book over the photo, but I got a photo of him again after. I just don't like want to waste their time or stuff like that. But Anna, everyone else I kind of saw, but either before in the distance or I knew was at the event. Anna, I didn't even know she was at the event. I hadn't seen her, and I'm literally coming out of one room and she's entering the other one, and we literally bumped into each other. And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Anna," I felt my heart rating like up. I was like, I was like saying, "Oh my god, I love you." No, I didn't. I just said, "Oh my god!" Like, I think I might have said I love you, but I was like, "I love you and Pia. I love you and Pia. You got to chuck in the extra Pia." Which is true. I love Pia. Pia, their relationship's so sweet, right? They'll have like the best mum-daughter relationship, or family relationship. I think she does content with the dads as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bless her. No, yeah, she radiates kindness, and she's exactly how she is online in person. I can confirm. David Howe, though, I ain't gonna lie, David Howe is probably the nicest GM title player you're ever gonna meet. Like this guy was going out of his way. Like I was sitting next to someone and he was like, "Oh, David Howe said he was gonna play a game of chess with me. Can you video it or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, just let me know when." And this is like hours later now, and I just see him like playing games of chess with him. I thought he might have. I was like, "Look, bro, don't hold your breath. You know, we're at an event. There's thousands of people where he's got to go and do his stuff." He actually like remembered after hours, like found this guy and was like, "Oh, we'll play a game." And I saw him all throughout the day, like playing games of chess with little kids and stuff like that. Like I was queuing up one time and I was gonna play him like a couple of times, and there was like little kids that come on and over, like, "Oh, can I have a game?" And I was just like, yeah, yeah, let them go ahead of me because I just thought like, you know what I mean? I'm like 32 years old. Like, I don't really care if I don't get a game. Like this little kid's like, there's like 8-year-olds who are probably wanting to be like the next future grandmasters. So I was like, yeah, no, you go ahead of me. So I just ended up letting all these little kids, this group of kids, keep come by, which shows you how much I care. Because I could have got it for content or prioritize my own thing, but I was like, you know what? Like if I was a little kid and there's some 30-year-old man not letting me play this grandmaster, some 30-year-old 1800, 1900 chess player. So I was like, yeah, no, it's all good, man. I was like, let these kids do it. And that probably made their whole event, right? Probably made their whole life. You know, these are, I didn't even really know chess at that age. Yeah, she has a beautiful smile as well. Um, we've attracted some Russians. Oh no, these are. Oh, I'm guessing this guy's Russian. Okay, guys, Jenny, big up yourself. Thank you for joining the chat. I've added you now. I'm gonna end the stream because it's very late here. 11:30. I normally end like an hour ago, but we've just been waffling and stuff. But I'm gonna end the stream, especially because we've raided an Arabic guy and we get an Arabic tip. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. Peace out.